What's going on, ladies and gents?
Let's go.
Cup final time, boys. Let's go.
Oh, Luongo just dropped the F-bomb.
Did he?
He went, let's fucking go.
There you go.
Start.
Good stuff.
Let's go.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
beautiful. All right, who do we got? I know me and James put our predictions up on TikTok, but you weren't back yet. So what are we saying?
I would go, Oilers. All Oilers tonight.
What's the score?
6-2.
I said 5-2.
You both have the Oilers by more than 3.
Blowout. Yeah, I think it's a
Damn.
blowout.
I don't know.
They have a blowout game in them.
I'm sticking with the Cats,
They've
dude.
I
been
think
down
they'll be
in every game.
They'll be up
at least 2.
4-2 and then an empty net. So 5-2. So not necessarily a blowout, but pretty much all Oilers.
I'm sticking with the Cats. I think they're. I mean, I said to you a couple weeks ago. I said that they were probably going to repeat, and that was in like the semis. I think. I was like, I think they're going to repeat, and I think you were like, I don't know if that's going to happen. Like, I wouldn't go that far, but I was like, I don't know. I just have the feeling.
I could see them repeating. It's just
They're a playoff built team is the thing, and like,
who, Florida?
yeah, Edmonton is too, I think, but it's like I feel like the battle.
Edmonton is fucking Jason Voorhees. Like they're just like you think they're gone, and then they're just there.
Yeah.
It's just like
Well, it was the same thing as when they fired Woodcroft.
Mhm.
Is like, you know, everybody was like, oh, well, the Oilers are cooked now, and then you fire Woodcroft, Knobloch comes in, and all of a sudden they make a run at the cup, which was the deeper run than they'd ever made.
and
in the
that
past,
team
like,
was a cup contender when they had Woodcroft to start the season in September.
Yeah.
Last season. So
no, for sure, definitely. No, I think I'm gonna go like 4-2 Florida.
it's either going to be a blowout or a one-goal game.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be like a 1-goal game right till the end, and then somebody's gonna seal the deal with the empty
Yeah.
netter.
We're going to do that with 6
Yeah.
seconds left.
Yep.
This salty.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I just can't see this being. It's literally Penguins Red Wings.
Who do you guys got for Conn Smythe?
If Florida wins,
It's Marchand.
I genuinely
gotta be
think
Marchand.
Marchand could win even if they lose. I think it could be
I
2
think
years
so
in a
too.
row of back-to-back.
Losing
The losing
Conn Smythe,
team
yeah.
could,
Because last year, remember, it was McDavid
Yeah,
and Balls,
of
but he
course.
won the Conn Smythe.
Yep.
He
And
said
the
he wouldn't have
last
gone
time
out there
that
for $1 million.
I know.
The last time that happened was last losing player to win.
What's
Loose. I think it's Jay Shiger.
Tony said
Jaguar,
Oilers
wow.
win in
That's
OT,
right.
then they hoist the cup in Edmonton easy.
Oh, yeah?
I can see that happening.
That's
Ooh,
it.
Marchand just got rocked.
Oilers win in OT, then they hoist the cup in Edmonton.
I just want to see a Game 7
Yeah.
in Canada.
Yeah, no, I agree.
That's gonna
Because
be
last
like,
year, Game
that's gonna
7
be
was
like
Florida, right?
yeah, that's gonna be like
Yeah.
like you remember when we watched the World Juniors and it was like Canada and it was home and it was in Canada and it was a full sellout. Like that's what that's gonna feel like. But it's
Yeah.
gonna be the cup. Like it's gonna be insane.
No, I agree. I mean, Canadian hockey, especially Game 7, is gross. Like, it's there. We were just talking about this beforehand, like with the anthem, "Oh Canada." Like when the crowd is like chanting it before the
Yeah.
games, there is nothing in hockey that matches that atmosphere. Like, there's just nothing. Canada just does it different. I mean, obviously, because it's Canadian sport, but listen,
Shoot. I love the Oilers. I do. Like they're a good team. They're fun to watch. They have marketable, exciting players.
yeah.
They're on late and I'm up and I'm always up late, so it's good to.
Who scores the first goal tonight?
I'm feeling Connor Brown for Edmonton.
Evan Rodriguez.
Rodriguez?
For Florida, my Edmonton pick is Sammy Kaplan.
If it's Edmonton, I'll say Connor Brown. If it's Florida, I'm thinking
Who's Kaplan? What is his first name? I said
Kasperi
Sam.
Kaplan?
Kasperi, yeah.
I'm
I said
thinking
Sammy.
yeah, Brown for the Oilers. If it's the Panthers, probably like Carter Verhaeghe.
Okay. The other guy
Try
was
to-
quiet the series.
Who, Verhaeghe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
McDavid too.
He's always a solid player.
Goal
though.
wise, I guess.
Even when he's quiet though, I feel like he's still effective though. Like He's not one of those guys that you just like.
Oh,
That was a bounce. He's not one of those guys that you just like kind of. He doesn't coast like even when he's having like down games for 𝐁𝐑𝐀𝐍𝐃𝐒.
Oh, it's kind of...
Ooh,
Bob's had a couple rebounds
Yeah.
already that he's...
Bob honestly
It's
hasn't
so
had
mean.
like a great series.
Well, the
No,
one goal he gave
he
up
really
in game
hasn't.
4 to lose the game. I mean, that was like,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah. He really hasn't had like a phenomenal series. He just hasn't.
Yeah.
Which I mean that's not a knock at him.
A couple
Right.
of them were like full on bombs passing with the one
Yeah.
goal.
Yeah.
In game 4.
the one shot from was
And
it
it's
Nurse?
literally-
Wait, is there a guy in the front row dressed as a Panther?
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, he's got a hat on.
No, but I mean like even I mean the clap bomb obviously, but then also like the anything that's McDavid to Draisaitl, like those are no chance ones. Like,
Yeah,
that's
those
like
are...
you know
That
that's
is the inevitable goal.
There was a guy. Yeah, I think it might have been game 4. There was a guy wearing a Flyers jersey in like the second row.
it was probably a Bob jersey.
It
It
might
had
have
to be.
been. I forget who it was. It might have
That's
been.
like watching the old Flyers highlights, and there's just that one guy that's sitting there in the lime green in the front row
Yeah.
in the yellow. It's
Next to the box.
like that guy right there.
yeah.
I think that might be a security guy.
It might be.
But-
Yeah, that's true. There's somebody right at the
Yeah.
glass there that's just in green.
Yeah. No, there's always that one guy.
And then even the Panthers reverse retro like that. Like
My favorite is when you go into Philly and it's like it could be like the Flyers versus like the Habs, and then you always see the one guy over there wearing like a Rangers jersey, and it's like,
Dude. Oh,
ooh,
I will say it does feel a little bit different being in the Cup Final on TNT versus last year on ESPN. Like
it's night and day.
the lighting looks different.
Night and day.
It also could be my television, but that's
Okay. Well, I mean, TNT and ESPN, it's like, you know,
ESPN's very bright. TNT is
Yeah.
a lot more color corrected.
it's also something with the like I feel like you ever notice that like certain arenas are just so much brighter than other ones? I think Florida is one of the ones that's like naturally darker.
Yeah,
Like I think Florida and all the southern teams are usually I mean Tampa's pretty bright. But
Tampa's
like
old barn was like it was like, dude, it was like playing in, I don't even know,
like the fog game.
Ew.
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 What a goal!
Oh my
Ew.
gosh.
All right.
Oh my god,
Reinhardt. Dude, that is
That
gross.
was disgusting.
That was, dude, between him and Marchand this series.
Oh my god, that's her first shot on that.
That's insane. Yo.
Oh my god.
Sammy Reinhardt, bro. I was not.
Ew.
Ew. I was not familiar with your
Ew,
hands.
and then he
brother.
got tripped too
Yeah,
while
dude.
he shot it.
Did his arm go up?
No,
I don't
No.
know. That
Because low key,
he might have just fallen,
yeah,
but
he
still.
kind of fell over.
Still.
that pass sucked.
Dude,
It was
ew.
it just
That was like a
exploded,
copy and paste of Marchand the other night.
pretty much. You just saw the puck going away.
Skinner's got to make a save there.
Yeah,
I mean,
you can't have.
I don't know if there's a
turnover
ton
right
you can
outside
really do there.
the blue line.
Dude,
Oilers got to get it back right away.
that's insane. What a goal.
Yeah.
That's what I mean though. Like
That's just
Florida's
such
just
a-
like they're explosive, dude. Like now you almost had a damn near another 2-on-1. They're just
Uncle Dushine says the cup will be raised tonight.
will it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. That's a full 2. I'm thinking. Could be.
Reinhardt had a little Olympic bump.
Yeah. I mean, if there is another guy though, that like if it's not Marchand,
Oh
it's
my
probably
God.
Reinhardt
Yeah.
for Conn
Well, yeah, probably.
I mean, I can't think of anybody else. Like
Barkov's.
Barkov's had a good series, but I feel like I don't know. I think both of those
Uh-oh.
guys, Lindell almost 2-0. I don't know. I feel like Barkov's had a good series, but I think Marchand and
Well, Marchand's a given.
Marchand, of course, but Marchand and
Especially if
Reinhardt.
Marchand scores tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, what, 6 goals in 6 games?
Well, yeah, but I mean, Reinhardt's I think not far off. He might have like what 4 or 5.
That might be his 4th.
Yeah. I mean, he's been
Which not that that's
no,
that's
that's still a great feat. But I mean, Marchand's been on another level. Reinhardt's had a great series too.
oh. And it's like every guy from Florida, like 𝐁𝐑𝐀𝐍𝐃𝐒 almost just scored that.
Yeah.
Like
They're
they're
just so deep.
and
Yeah, they are.
That's why teams like this, when you just get hot, everybody starts.
Yeah.
And they've just been, they're good, but they're also, they've been hot too for a while. It helps.
Yeah.
They're just on fire.
Definitely.
Only guy I don't like on Florida is Seth Jones. It's the only guy.
Why?
He sucks. He's always been shit. And he's always been one of the most overrated, overpaid NHL defensemen
I mean,
in the last 10 years.
yes and no.
Even when he came in the league, it was like,
Well, he should.
this great guy from Nashville. They're going to train him, and it's going to be Seth Jones getting
I
caught
think
by Shea Weber and Ryan
4
Ellis
goals and 3 assists, 4 game point streak.
Mhm.
So I mean, he's had a great series.
What's Marchand got? 9 points?
Marchand? I think might be like
Ben has been great.
6 and he might be. Is he 6 and 3?
I think he is. Or he might be like 6 and 2 or something.
I think the thing with Seth Jones.
He can't have any more than. He definitely doesn't have 10 points. There's no way. That's like.
No, I don't think he has 10. He's got he had 2 goals last game. He had a goal before that, 2 goals another game. I think he might be. I think he might just be 6 goals straight.
No,
it might be at no apples. No.
Yeah, that might be hard then.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be Reinhardt. And especially if he keeps doing.
Yeah. No, but it's tight though, because I mean, you value a goal more than an assist. So it's like 4 and 3 or 6 and. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I think sometimes you value assists more. It depends on what kind of play it is.
Yeah, of course.
If this game goes to overtime and Florida wins, like whoever scores that goal is
Well, Marchand also had an OT winner.
right.
2 of them, didn't he? Or was it just the one? It was just the one, I think. The breakaway. Because Reinhardt had that tying goal. That was huge. I mean, I could see the argument for both sides, but no, the thing you were saying with Seth Jones, I feel like part of the issue with him is that he just shouldn't have gone 4th overall.
Yeah,
like that's
and he was just never that good. Like
he was
even when he got paid that money. It was Columbus, and then he went to Chicago, and they gave him a massive contract. It's like he was just never that good.
I think he was just a rare miss by the Preds because, like, how the Preds are like everybody knows that Nashville's like a defenseman factory. Like they can mold any defenseman. Like they've always had those guys. They've had Yossi, Ellis.
Well, we had a I didn't mean to cut you off. We had a flyer make the preliminary Olympic.
Who's that?
Rodrigo Abels.
Oh yeah,
Latvia.
Yeah,
right.
Latvia. Yep. Yeah, Rodrigo Abels.
Yep. Medvedevich is 6.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Pretty cool. Good for him. I mean, I
we'll
know there's not a
definitely
Latvian guys, but
do some strings for that.
yeah, yeah, the Olympics will be fun.
Yeah.
Sucks there's no Russia still.
Yeah,
but
and USA doesn't play any notable team.
Yeah,
they play I think Latvia, Germany, and Denmark. So
then again, though, Latvia, bro, they've been kind of cooking recently in the world competitions.
Yeah, but I'd rather beat Canada.
No, I get it.
Because Sweden plays Finns and Canada plays Czech, and there's a couple other like notable country games.
Yeah. What are you cracking up at?
Soda Man's comment.
What do you say?
It's up.
Our special little guys on the couch love these guys. That's good.
Let's go.
Thanks, Cody. Appreciate it.
Yeah, February 11th to the 22nd. Coming up next winter, so
yeah.
Let's look the games for that.
Yep. Not too far away.
Yeah.
Got about what? 8 months?
17 months.
If I can do math, I think it's around 8 months. Yeah. I mean,
Canada's playing.
If you were living with HIV,
Czech, Switzerland, France.
I didn't even know France had a team,
Yeah,
dude.
there's 12 teams.
France enters? Oh.
It's Slovakia, Finland, Sweden, Italy, Switzerland, Czech, Canada, Latvia, Germany, Denmark.
Wow. And what's so they've only announced 6 guys for each, right?
So, yeah, the 6 guys.
USA is the Tkachuk brothers, Quinn Hughes,
McAvoy,
Michael Matthews. Yep. I mean that's a gross roster.
But USA or Canada is McKinnon, Maher, McDavid, Crosby, Reinhardt.
Yeah.
If you're female or obese, you may be
Yeah. I don't think it's going to be too far off from the Four Nations roster, honestly.
It's going to be very similar.
It's going to be pretty much the exact
Yep.
same, I would assume.
I was shocked that Slavin didn't make the starting.
Wasn't there a deal with Slavin where he tried to like declare for 2 different countries or something? For Four Nations, like they were, because he's got like.
So Four Nations? No.
Or no, it wasn't Slavin. Who was it? The guy that came in as a late entry when it was Quinn Hughes, right? That went down with the injury and he couldn't play. So then a guy came in after that. Who was that? Do you remember that?
Guy, sorry, I'm focusing on this. The goal.
Guy had dual citizenship for the Four Nations, and he declared for USA when Quinn Hughes was out with the injury.
Oh yeah.
Who was that? Dude, that's gonna piss me off.
Wasn't it someone from? No. Was it? Wasn't McAvoy? Was it?
No. Thomas Harley.
Oh, Harley, that's right.
That's
Yeah,
what. So
could've
he
went.
didn't replace Quinn Hughes. It was he's got dual citizenship in Canada and the U.S. And he ended up playing for Canada, I think. So.
Which sucks. 'Cause him and Slavin on USA would have been insane.
Yeah.
One of the 2 of the best defensive defensemen in the NHL.
A lot of sloppy turnovers so far from both sides, especially Edmonton.
Seth Jones stinks.
I like.
He's bad.
He was a good prospect. He was. It's just like he's one of the rare misses that Nashville has had. And then he
They
went.
traded him right away.
Yeah, they
didn't
did
even,
basically.
like-
That was that the. What was that trade? That was
It was to Columbus for. Shit.
What was that trade, dude? Was that Johansson?
Yeah.
Johansson?
Yeah, it was Johansson. Oh, look, the pod.
Oh yeah, there you go. Chris Maher show. How's that been going?
Good.
Good.
Fun. Got some stuff planned, and I got a big thing coming for a season. I'm hoping to announce that soon. And then we got pods coming out every Friday at noon. Yeah, it's been good. Jake's been great. And got some stuff planned for
I
August.
like the $15
Yeah.
like game you guys.
Oh
played.
yeah, the Flyers challenge. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun too.
Yeah.
We're gonna ask some guests, some former players and stuff that questions too. So I might get some good answers to that one. But yeah, I got a lot of stuff coming on. I'm still working on some stuff, so see how that goes.
Good stuff,
I
man.
like how the people could call in too.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, the call-in line.
yeah, it's one of the best parts about it, I think, because
Yeah, for sure.
Make sure you get your calls in.
Yeah,
The Chris Maher show. SpeakPipe. What is it?
Yeah.
SpeakPipe.com/the Chris Maher show?
Chris Maher
Or is
show.
it just Chris Maher
I
show?
think it's just Chris Maher show.
Just Chris Maher show?
I think so.
There you go.
Here we go.
Got fireworks on the ice.
There we go. 288 on that.
Who's that? Susarainen? Fucking Nugent Hopkins jumping in. I love that guy. He's one of those dudes that he's kind of like a like if James Van Riemsdyk, no offense, like if James Van Riemsdyk was just like slightly better, you know what I mean? He's like a career
James
60.
suddenly randomly just thought of James Van Riemsdyk in that TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I randomly thought of JVR.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's like if JVR was like a more consistent point producer, kind of like when he was in Toronto. You know how he's like a consistent 60.
Yeah,
Almost like
literally
70
the
point
prime
guy.
6 years of his career were in Toronto.
Yeah. I feel like Nuge has been that his entire career pretty much. Like he's been pretty consistent. With the
Yeah,
same.
and he's the only Oiler remaining from that 2012 team.
Yeah, and I think there's reason for that because
Everly and Hall and
Yep.
Devin Dubnyk.
the GOAT Nelly Yakupov.
Yeah, Yakupov. What's his face?
Remember Hemsky?
Oh,
Hemsky was
he
the
was
GOAT,
so
dude.
good. He was one of the best
Yeah.
Czech forwards.
one of the greatest highlights of his career was the great Patrick Stefan goal.
Mhm.
That was a quality highlight there.
Yep. I forget who else. Who was that guy that did that spinorama? Shootout move.
A save.
Remember Ryan Smith? He was a good Oiler.
Long time Oiler.
Yeah, good Oiler.
Good king.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, Ben Scrivens.
Scrivens, yeah. Uh-oh. That's got to go in.
Oh.
Looked like he might have had far side open. Mikkel is a guy who I know like the journeymen don't really get talked about a lot.
Right there. Now here's a guy.
guy.
Here's a guy. Throws the ball deep. He gets out of the pocket.
Yeah.
That was a really good pass right there. Reminded me of Patrick Mahomes, you know.
Oh, that's
Cooper
good.
Cup.
Ah,
Who's the who's
Derrick Henry straight through the A gap.
who's the Chris Collinsworth equivalent in hockey?
Probably Pierre, honestly.
I was gonna say the same thing.
Yeah.
Like prime time, like 2012 Pierre McGuire, like
Now
doing
here's
the
a guy
doing the
who-
between the glass interviews.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like that meme that's like, I'm about to say, here's a guy so motherfucking loud.
No, really though.
James, that was good, dude.
Yeah, that was
Thank you.
great. That was great.
Derrick Henry right through the A gap. Baltimore and Lamar Jackson, Aaron Rodgers. It's just, oh my God. Skinner,
what a
dude.
takeaway,
Ooh.
dude! Skinner, honestly, like,
Oilers
he
are
was
just full of vets.
yeah,
Skinner, Henrique, Klingberg, Kane,
he was good on the Sabres, but
Brown.
he's been pretty good for the Oilers too.
Kapanen. Like, they're just full of guys.
Both of these teams are so good,
is
but
Kapanen-
I think we could agree they'd both be better if they had.
Patrick Mahomes on the team, you know.
Yeah. Is Kapanen considered a vet at this point? I mean, I know he's like
Yeah, I mean,
he's played, but he's not like, you know, he doesn't have a ton of NHL experience. He's probably like what, like 25,
Florida
26?
Scores again. Do you think the Oilers change goalies? I'd say probably not.
No, I don't think so.
3 in the period, yes. 2.
He's 28.
28?
Played in the NHL since
Damn.
2015.
I didn't know he was that old. I mean, I knew he had I guess he had a decent tenure in Pittsburgh, but like,
the Leafs get some big playoff goals.
yeah, he's had a couple this season too.
Yeah. He had the overtime winner and to send them against Dallas.
Yeah. Yep. Ooh, good shot.
What about Bennett? There's no way he makes $10 million this summer.
No shot. I think the goalie question. The whatchamacallit? Oh,
David.
McDavid.
Uh-oh.
Oh, good poke check by Bob. That's some Johnny Superman shit right there, dude.
In XB and our bumper at the same
Yeah.
time.
Yep. Shout out to BC.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Bennett. I mean, there probably would be a team that'd be willing to offer him like 9, but I don't know
That's fucking crazy.
I don't know about 10. Well, not really, because with the cap going up, 9 is like a 6.5, 7.
For a guy that's
honestly.
only hit 50 points one time.
Yeah,
going the
but
back half of his
I think
career.
it's more than just the points though. I think it's the fact that he'd be a back-to-back cup winner.
And again, Tom Wilson.
He's got all that.
what,
Yeah, right.
7?
Tom Wilson's the perfect example.
Yeah.
He's not a guy that's going to go out
And
and
Tom
give you
Wilson
a
used to
ton of
score
points.
30 goals, though. It's the thing everybody used to forget.
Yeah, but that was really only for a couple years, right? That was like 2
No,
years,
it
3
was
years.
4 or 5 years. I mean, Tom Wilson was like
30 goals for 4 or 5 years. No shot.
Its sophisticated silhouette was designed to
Double check on that.
at every turn. And the hybrid model's
He-
4 total system horsepower
I mean, he's 31.
gets you moving.
He's got a 6.5 cap hit
Oh, no, I'm not. He scored one time.
once. Yeah.
Yeah, 20 goals, actually.
Oh, he had 33 this year.
22, 21, 24.
He had 33 this year.
Yeah, I mean, he was on a big pace.
And I mean, Wilson's honestly a good comparable because he's also only really hit 50 points once. 52. Bennett, let's check Bennett out. One of the first results is Bo Bennett. You remember him?
Oh, my God.
Bo Bennett. Sam Bennett has only had a 50-point year once. It was this year. He had 51. But he teetered close to it. He had 49 and 21, 22. He's like a solid 40-point guy. That's pretty much what he is. He's like a Wilson, kind of like Lawton mold, maybe, when Lawton has a great year. What I was gonna say about Mikkola was I know where was he at? Was he at the he was the Blues. I don't know if you remember this. He was like a journeyman with the Blues. Like he was like basically an AHL guy. Like wasn't actually, he wasn't really playing for the Blues. And then he was traded to the Rangers. I forget what deal it was, but he was traded to the Rangers, and he played for like one playoff run with them, and then he came to Florida. And with Florida, he's been like,
Wait, what happened in the
It was
Low-key.
Tarasenko. He was in the Tarasenko.
No, I'm just asking. I'm just asking. What happened in that playoff run? Did they win the cup?
I said he got traded to the Rangers. I said Mikkola got traded to the Rangers for one
Did who win
playoff
the
run.
cup?
The Rangers. I'm on the edge of my seat. You got to tell me. Did they win the cup?
I'm on the edge of my seat.
No, they didn't.
Ah, of course they didn't.
He had an all right playoff run with them though. But then he came to Florida. He won the cup with them last year, right? Was he on the team, or did he sign this year?
Got over 300 people in here. Let's go.
I respect that guy's career because he's had a pretty good, kind of like a Sealer type thing where
Same
he.
with Greer.
Yeah,
That
Greer's
dude
another
battled
one.
with the Bruins, and he was like all over the place. Even Marchand, dude. That guy went through fucking hell this year.
Yeah, it's honestly one of
That
those
shit
things.
fucking Bruins team. He gets traded.
Yeah,
All that like they just were awful. He's the captain. Everybody's blaming him.
Marchand's one of
It's
those
a year after
people.
their centennial season and all, and it's just like, what is going on?
Marchand's one of those people that like I feel like, obviously us being from Philly and like growing up Flyers fans, we were always essentially like bred to hate the guy. And then like the more, I think the more you watch him, oh, good block. The more you watch Marchand like as you grow up and like just purely from a fan of the sport perspective.
Oh,
that was a gross little glove. Fuck. Ah. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Gotcha.
Was that Wallman that ripped that?
No, dude.
Bob's it's good.
Oh my god.
I know. Oh,
Paul
brutal.
dies on stream.
Yeah,
Dude,
you're gonna
is
die.
that-
Can we,
was
like,
that-
do that off camera?
Is that what happens when you watch a Rangers game? Like, do you just like?
I get like an allergic
Yeah,
reaction.
yeah.
I get hives.
Okay. Good.
Hives. James's,
Sweet.
James's face, he starts looking like the fucking Pillsbury Doughboy.
Yeah. Oh God. That's great. No, yeah, I feel like Marchand is one of those dudes that you just like.
Why are we getting ads for Happy Gilmore too?
The digital boards is one of the worst things that they've done. That was almost
Ooh,
another
me
nasty
too.
goal.
That and then
Is that
the
Bennett?
no paint on the ice is killer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The cup
This
logo
does
not being on the
look
ice.
like- that's
Oh.
it.
Oh, dude. If you take that shot, honestly, that might go in. The far side was open, top left. Yeah, no, it doesn't even really like look like a playoff game anymore.
No, that's what I mean.
It's just like
oh my god.
like if I didn't see all the cup branding and everything on the the scoreboard and the ticker and everything, like you showed me this 3 years ago, I would have said, oh yeah, it's a regular season game. You can't tell. There's no cup logo on the ice, the digital boards and everything.
Dude, I'm
There's
telling
no
you,
reason it can't be on the ice. There's nothing
No,
there.
yeah.
I'm
There
telling
is
you.
no way you make that much money that can't be on the ice.
Nah.
And even if it wasn't, you could have put a graphic over it for maybe a couple seconds and then go back and
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
it can be there. It doesn't need to like. It's the same thing like the digital boards they do it. They cut to the bench and you see the boards.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
I wouldn't be surprised if in like a few decades, jerseys in sports start looking like soccer jerseys, where there's just like a Chevy logo right here and all that stupid
Yeah, I mean,
stuff.
you've already seen teams start doing that with like the helmet ad. And
Yeah, they're slowly getting into it. Same
Yeah.
with baseball. There was never
Honestly,
an ad on the sleeve. Or anything.
I don't mind it as long as they kind of cut it at that. Like if they just do the jersey, like the one patch on the jersey and then the helmet ad.
Yeah, that's not the end
It's
of the
fine.
world.
I'm fine
But
with
like,
that.
I just don't want it to get to the point like where
I don't want it to
slowly
look like
gets
Russia.
into like soccer or yeah.
I don't want it to look like Russia. But like plain and simple, the beauty of the NHL is like you see all these logos and these uniforms and the brandings. With Russia, it's just like in all the international, teams, it's like okay, it's basically a walking car ad.
Yeah,
It's like
pretty much.
you almost have no identity as a team. But yeah, man. I mean, I think I don't
The
know.
Mayor sports system like an all-time high.
What do you mean?
Like, you got hockey having 4 nations. The Olympics are back. Back-to-back cup finals with 2 great teams. You got the NBA.
The NHL's having a great run right now.
Yeah.
It really is, and it usually doesn't.
No,
I think it depends what sport you're talking about.
I just
Sports
think in
are
general. Like I'm thinking like, you know, you got the Luka Doncic trade, you got the
Yeah.
Rafael Devers trade.
Yeah.
You got the NFL and Chiefs get dethroned.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's just so many storylines. Big things happen.
I think I don't know about an all-time high. I'm not.
No, I'm not saying like
it's
It
like
just means like sports are having a good run right now.
yeah, James.
Like,
Let's not go on a Babe Ruth run here, but yeah, Babe Ruth. He used to smack balls and smoke 6 cigarettes and yeah, see? And you know,
two shoes Mickey out here.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
I
Nah,
think
Ted Williams is the GOAT.
Yeah, exactly. James.
What do you think Chris Collinsworth would say about
James's
this
argument
run
is
that
that
they're having right
every-
now in sports?
What Chris Collinsworth would say
Yeah,
about
what
this?
would he say? What do you think he would
I mean,
attribute?
you know, McDavid's a good player and all, but he's no Patrick Mahomes, you know? Oh, Patrick Mahomes. He just makes the sport so great. Everything he does, just the way he just breathes, everything. You know? He's just, oh, Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, that's good.
Oh my God, that's funny.
Sweet. Oh my
Derrick
God.
Henry hits the A gap and he just busts right through.
Yeah.
And it's like the thing with Charles
Ooh.
Barkley and Shaq.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that guy's banging you. And you look at Shaq and he's just like,
Did you see Barkley's
come on,
Did you see Charles Barkley's
Chuck.
pre-playoff
Chuck is the
bracket?
man, dude.
You see his bracket?
Yeah.
Dude, he
It was
had
least
Edmonton winning, right?
Edmonton,
Toronto?
Carolina, I think.
Nah, no
I had
shot.
that at the beginning of the regular season, and then when the playoffs started, I
will
Oilers
never
Panthers.
pick the Hurricanes.
You can't. You can't.
You
They're
can't. They're
frauds.
fucking
Dude.
awful.
They're frauds.
They are
They
the
make the
Washington
playoffs.
Capitals of the early 2010s.
That's very true. They make the playoffs and
The
They're
Capitals
second.
ended up winning a cup though. So
They're
does that
conference
mean the
final
Hurricanes
merchants.
are going to win it in like 2028.
Maybe.
no, dude, they're conference final merchants. They get out, and they get their fans' hopes up every year. They say, "Oh,
But they're involved in every. Oh.
They're always involved in like the talks
Go,
of
2-1.
acquiring a big player.
Oh.
Anytime there's like a big player on the market, they're always involved in like the talks. It's like, oh yeah, this the
I just
Hurricanes
wonder
are
if it's going to be
interested.
different now. Well, you can't give them shit though. Like they tried.
They did, but then
Like,
they fumbled the
granted-
bag.
You could
They
say that
fumbled
about
it
so many
hard.
professional sport teams though. That's like
really
all
did
these
it,
teams
though.
are in the talks.
I
for
mean,
all
they
these
did
players.
it, but they
did
did a
it.
good
Like-
job of recouping the assets.
Yeah.
But the
so-
point is that you were gonna get the assets back anyway because it's Miko Rantanen. Like that's my
Oh,
point.
wow,
Is
really?
you didn't keep the player. You got the picks and stuff back.
Yeah, they still have a major issue.
You got Logan Stanko.
They have
He's
no
a great player.
legit star, and that's the problem. is They have a lot of really good players.
But-
they don't have a star.
But so that's my issue with the
But
Hurricanes.
my thing is this: is why don't you go sign Mitch Marner?
Where's
He's
the
lit-
room to fit him? Like what? How are you
They
gonna
had
make
the
the
money
cap
for it.
room to get that?
Anybody
for
can
that.
fit Mitch Marner.
I mean, no, I agree. You should be prioritizing getting the
They
talent.
have cap space.
And I think that there is a good chance that he does go to Carolina. I think that could happen.
He's
But
going to the Ducks.
I don't think so.
It's going to happen.
My problem with I think he's going to Vegas.
I can see that.
My problem with
They have 28 million in cap space.
28 mil. Yeah, but who do they need to resign? Because that's part of the issue that they've had recently. Like,
Blake Jackson, Stan Coven,
oh, Jackson Blake.
Roslovic,
Jackson
Eric
Blake,
Robinson,
they're going to resign. Stankoven, they're going to have to resign.
two RFAs next season, and then Brett Burns and Orlov. They will.
Orlov's not coming back.
Maybe not.
I don't think so.
Burns will probably sign a 1-2 year deal.
He could.
I highly doubt.
Um,
He's got like 4 kids. I doubt he's leaving Carolina.
My problem with
And
I
he's
doubt,
40,
I doubt
so
he signed for more than 1 year.
he might sign for like 1 or 2.
Yeah.
yeah.
At max too.
I'd be
I
surprised
mean,
if it
he's
was
probably
still-
only playing another year or two anyway.
Right.
My problem with Carolina is just the fact
That's
that like
probably like $7 million right there. And all them guys are just named outside of Orlov.
that yeah.
It's like a couple ELCs and
Ooh,
I just
Marchand.
hate the fact that they go and market themselves. It's like, yeah, we don't have a legit like number one like star guy,
they
but
don't.
we're totally fine with that. And they played into it.
They're not though.
No, they did. They played into it. They were like, "Oh, we don't care." Like people say that we play a boring brand of hockey, but we don't
Obviously,
care.
they're going to make it like they don't care.
Yeah, but then they go out and try to get Rantanen, and it's like,
Well, yeah, because
so it's just stupid to me
like,
how they tried to play into
glaringly
it.
know they don't have, like Brittamore said it, like they don't have that guy.
I get
It's
that,
been
and
a
I think
Hurricanes problem.
Rod's a great coach, and I think that
Oh.
he's.
Oh
Ew.
my gosh.
It's fucking serious.
Yeah, it's cooked. It's
Oh
cooked.
boy.
Matty Tkachuk, bro.
I know. Oilers got it. They were down 3-0 in Game 4.
Yeah, this is what they like though.
Yeah, I mean you're right. They do like playing catch up, but that's not. They couldn't catch up
The
last time.
Oilers are like Hormel chili. Like you think they're good, you eat it, and you're just like your
It's quite the
stomach just
analogy.
explodes. They're Hormel chili, dude.
Yeah. That's good.
That
Of all
fucking
things you could compare the
gigantic
Oilers to.
yellow
Uncle
can,
Bouchon
and you just
is
fucking eat it.
hype
And
right
it's like, ugh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
There
even,
you go.
You wouldn't even feed that to a sewer rat. And it's just like, ugh. They're Hormel chili.
Yeah. Dude, what a shot by Tkachuk. That's gross.
They haven't rubbed the cup yet.
What's that?
They haven't rubbed the cup yet.
No, they haven't. Yeah. What's the over under for that? How many times do you think they're gonna
7.
7?
7.
I don't know, man.
I think it's 7.
I'm thinking more along the lines of probably like I think it'll be low. I think it'll be like 4 or 5, but they're definitely gonna show a shit ton of shots and them shining that shit before it gets put out.
Well, they're not going to need it tonight because the Oilers are coming back.
Yeah, okay. They call timeout?
No.
Oh no,
There's
they
no point. Really.
No, I mean, there is a point if you lose 2 years in a row. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know how much a timeout would really help them right now, but like,
Yeah, you only get one now.
Yeah.
Save it. You're about to go into intermission.
I get it. Oh yeah, yeah. I wasn't looking at the clock. Yeah, I mean, the Canes just like I hate how they tried to play into the whole. We don't have this star
Publicly,
guy.
Obviously, they're not going to say we don't have a star. It's like
No.
the players are going to look at that and be like, "What the fuck?"
I get that, but it's like they did say it publicly though. They said that we
Yeah,
acknowledge
and
that we
look,
don't have
I'm
like
not-
that guy, but then they try to go out and get Rantanen, and they're like, listen, we don't care if anybody says we play boring hockey, we're gonna win anyway, and then they don't. That's the thing. You're a conference final merchant, and you get eliminated every year before you can even
They
make it
don't.
count.
They play a very different style.
Yeah, but if you're gonna play that style, it's
It
gotta
just
work.
Proves it does though. I mean, they're a legit team.
Not good enough.
I don't think you can blame their playing style of how they lose in the playoffs. They don't
They've
lose
consistently
because
lost. So at what point do we hold the system accountable?
and I get it.
Is that slow style just like catching up to them in the playoffs because it's such a fast-paced game?
It's not really slow. Like they're first in dump-ins, they're first in retrievals every year, they're first in.
It's hard to
Like every-
criticize
it's-
how they play when they're in the
it's not
playoffs
a
every year.
I agree, but it's a border system. They play along the wall.
Yeah, but
They play along the wall. They love to roaming around. They do win battles, but like
I just think their problem is they can't keep it.
yeah,
They lose Trocheck. They lose all these different guys, and it's like it's never. I don't know. I think they're right there. I think part of their problem is a net. I don't think Freddie Anderson's that good.
no, they need a legit goalie.
I don't think 𝐁𝐑𝐀𝐍𝐃𝐒 is that good either.
He had moments,
He had
but
moments.
yeah,
23 looked great.
yeah, he did. He looked great in 23. But he fell off. Really, that's it.
Yeah.
Like he's not a guy that you can rely on to be a legit like starter in the league. I don't
And
think.
like their fans are sick.
I like Alex Lyon for them.
Yeah.
But a guy like Stolar is somebody I could see as like a perfect fit for them. Be like a stopgap goalie. Because if he has
Like
to play
if
a lot
John
of games, he
Gibson
can.
got traded to the East Carolina, it makes sense.
Yeah, it would. True. I agree with that.
You're gonna get one of those McDavid angry intermission videos. Soda Man says.
I don't know, man. I feel like there's only so much you can say right now if you're Connor McDavid.
Dig in.
Yeah.
Right now.
It's the finals.
Yeah.
Right fucking now.
Yeah. I don't know,
After
man.
20 minutes in this series, 2-1 Florida, 3-2 Florida, 2-0 Florida, 3-0 Florida, 2-0 Florida, 2-0 Florida.
Dude, that's insane. I mean, that says a lot about the Oilers too.
So I'm just hearing that the Oilers are gonna come back. All I'm hearing
No.
is that they're due.
Sure they do. Were they due last game when they were supposed to come back and then didn't? I mean,
They were due in Game 4 when they came back down 3-0.
Chipotle honey chicken brings a hint of pure honey.
It's fair.
Smoked peppers.
but
Fresh chicken.
I don't see it. It's the cup's being hoisted tonight. It doesn't matter what anybody says. I mean, it's over.
It's not. Nope, it's not. I
can't
refuse to
say it's
admit that
over when it's
because
happened
my flip bet is on the
4
Oilers.
times.
It's not
the
happening
Oilers
again.
have won 2 of these games.
It's not happening again.
Down 2-0. I just no way.
It's over. It's over. No shot that it's not.
99% of places nationwide.
I mean, which kind of sucks because I feel like if you have a back-to-back cup matchup in 2 years, you want to see the winners flip-flop. I feel like with the Pens and Red Wings, like that was cool
Wow.
to see them like kind of
This
trade
is,
back and forth.
This is quite the take from Mike M. What's so special about Connor McDavid? The guy isn't mesmerizing at all. So overrated.
Save hundreds when Liberty Mutual customizes your car.
That's quite the take.
Interesting.
It's a take.
I mean,
Maybe not a good one, but it's a take.
I mean,
You never guarantee a win, Uncle Dushine says.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm guaranteeing it. You can take it to the
I
bank.
guarantee the Oilers winning tonight.
You can,
But I'm
you
not
can,
on the team, so
yeah, no.
I'm just a fan.
I'm guaranteeing it. You can put it to the bank. Put down your FanDuel parlays right now. It's probably going to be, I said 4-2 Panthers. I think that's probably still a good prediction. I think you're right. I think the Oilers are going to mount a comeback. Like, they're going to try. They'll probably score the next goal, but they're still going to fall short.
Yeah, they're going to try.
No, I mean, that's no
Well,
shit.
Thanks, Paul. No, it gets by you.
Great analysis.
Right.
Yeah.
Dude, I feel like Bob.
Fucking Cap,
Oh,
yeah,
man.
Captain Obvious over
I feel
here.
like Bobby. Shout out Bobby. No, it's it's over. Can we go back to the McDavid comment real quick?
Yeah.
That was
What's so special about Connor McDavid? This guy's mesmerizing at all. So overrated.
Oh, that? Yeah, I
Yeah,
can't
that's-
understand that.
well, that's I don't know, man. That's like if like
Calling
You ever-
Connor McDavid overrated is a little silly.
it's like in the movies, like with Spider-Man, like his identity gets revealed and shit. And people just like don't believe that he's a superhero. You know what I mean?
I don't watch those movies, but
Me
yeah,
neither.
no, I get
But
what
yeah,
you're
no,
saying.
yeah.
no.
It's good. No, it's like yeah, I don't know if I can get behind that one at all. I'm not gonna lie. Clearly, you've never seen the video of him just putting his entire team on his back and dangling through the entire Rangers organization. But yeah, man.
That guy has a throwback, like Panthers jersey, the Reebok with the old logo, and it's got 𝐁𝐑𝐀𝐍𝐃𝐒 on it.
That's tough.
Marchand is outplaying McDavid in this series. Is that what you mean?
Yeah. that's what
That
it is.
honestly, I don't disagree with that.
No, I mean,
I don't disagree with that, but I don't think that means that like
It
doesn't mean he's
mean
better.
McDavid. Yeah, no, I mean, think about it.
That
How
doesn't
many
mean McDavid's overrated.
How many cups did Mario Lemieux win with the Penguins?
2.
He won 2 cups.
Well, 1 is an owner.
One as an owner.
09.
Oh yeah, well we're not counting. Yeah, no, so he won 1 cup.
No,
Let's
he
say
won 2. He won 3.
I'm talking about like as a player with the Penguins.
He won 2 as a player.
What was the second one?
They won back to back. 91.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Okay, so he won. Yeah, he won back to back. 2 with the
Come on, man.
Penguins.
We did that as a tech.
I know.
God.
Let's say that McDavid gets 2 cups by the end of his career, and Marchand also gets 2 cups because Boston. And, what's that?
Who?
Yeah, let's say McDavid gets 2 cups by the end of his career, and Marchand also finishes with 2 because he had 2010 or 2011, and then let's say he wins this one, which he will.
And he's not done either. So.
That doesn't mean that McDavid is like on the same level as Marchand. Like he's
No.
always going to be.
Whenever
the
McDavid
guy.
wins a cup, he will be.
And cups are a team stat too, not an individual stat. So like that's one thing that people kind of forget.
Soderman says the Rangers should be sold.
The Rangers should be sold. The Pens might be sold again.
Just disband.
It's Lemieux.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Okay. The Rangers should be in the cup. They are better than the Oilers. Explain that one. Explain that one. That is something.
Hey, listen, man.
This guy's rage baiting me
If
over
we're,
here.
I think so too.
Uncle Dushine says, listen, I'm not a McDavid fan. In fact, I hate the guy. But to call him overrated is foolish.
Facts. Talk to him, Uncle Do. Talk to him.
Yeah, he's definitely
No, not even
Okay.
close.
ST Sports Channel said the Rangers should be in the cup. They're better than the Oilers. I would love for you to name one player on the Rangers in the last 30 years that has a close to a percentage of talent as Connor McDavid.
In the last 10 years?
30
Cindy Crosby.
on the Rangers.
on the Rangers.
Oh, the Rangers. Wayne Gretzky.
You forgot Gretzky was a Ranger, didn't you?
Yager.
I
Yager,
didn't forget he
Yager
was
was a Ranger
I didn't
too.
forget he was a Ranger. I just did the math wrong in my head, realizing
Are we counting Messier?
I mean,
I don't.
Yeah.
Was
did
that
exist,
was that
but
30 years ago? That was 30 years ago, right?
31.
31. All right, well, whatever. It counts.
No, 31.
Come
Nope,
on, man.
nope, 31 doesn't
Whatever.
count.
All right, buddy. Yeah.
Ha, ha, ha.
Goes back to that third line, gaining the momentum right before that sequence. You saw Marchand. He doesn't dump it in. He gives it to Lundell. He gets that chance. And at the end of that shift to the third line,
First period stats: 13 goals for Florida, 4 for Edmonton.
Oh, we got a new sub here.
Let's go.
Red Rubber Duck win.
Yeah,
Appreciate it. Oilers need to get it together. They do. But I guess my question to you would be, if the Oilers did get it together, would they still be as good as the Panthers right now? The way that the Florida's playing, would the Oilers at their absolute best still be better than the Panthers at their best?
I think so.
Still
so?
better than the Panthers. What do you mean still?
Like, well, not still, but what I'm saying is, like, the Panthers at their full peak and the Oilers at their full peak, are the Oilers the better team?
No.
I don't
No.
think so either.
I mean, right now, no, but they can be. But
Well, what I'm saying is if both teams are, like, fully peaked and, like, maximizing their, their ceilings. Like,
the
which
Oilers
team
can
is
be better, yes.
You think so?
Yes. They can still win this series.
They
I'm not
won't,
s-
but, yeah.
I mean, you can definitely
No, I
say
know.
that they won't, but if
2 fucking shots. I mean,
Yeah.
you're telling me they can't come back and win this game, then
I
game
just-
7 on home ice?
I just think it's one of those
It's not
things.
impossible.
I just think it's one of those things where, like, McDavid and Draisaitl can't do everything. And when they have their moments of when they're, like, off, like, you see, like, there was that one sequence earlier when I think it was McDavid had the puck and he made, like, one extra pass and he probably should have. It could have probably went in the back of the net, but instead he just tried to make another pass.
just got a
Guys like Florida can just, like,
interesting snap.
This is a crazy
Bob.
take.
oh, no. Wait, we got
That's
breaking
had a
news.
better highlight
Hold up. We got breaking news from Bobby Hockey.
Got a snap from Bob that says Edmonton looks like they're trying to fuck a moose. So
That's nice. Shout out to Bobby Hockey. Put up the Bob ad here. Come on.
You're right.
Let's get up the Bobby ad.
There he is.
All right. Tune into the Summerfest video out soon.
Let's
a
Uncle
catch
Dude
up.
says that Pavel Datsyuk had a better highlight reel than McDavid. I don't know about that.
Low key, he's right.
it's not ridiculous to say
It's
that.
not ridiculous to say
It's
that.
not ridiculous. It's not ridiculous to say that.
No, it's not.
Datsuk has. There is a guy.
know.
There
I
is a
don't know
guy
about
on YouTube that has a 4-part, hour-long. It's 4.5 hours of just fucking Pavel Datsuk highlights.
And you've seen that on repeat, right?
I've
I'm not
watched every one
nothing
of them 4
against
times,
him,
yeah.
but if you and I'm not trying to get into this argument again, but if you guys are trying to tell me that McDavid is better than Gretzky, but
No.
He's not-
We're not saying that Datsuk
No.
is better than both of them. We're just saying Datsuk has a better highlight reel. That doesn't mean that he's better than McDavid or Gretzky. That doesn't mean that by any means. It's just like
Pavel Datsuk is one of the best offensive talents the
he is.
NHL has ever
Literally
seen.
ever roamed the planet.
Literally to ever play hockey, he is one of the best offensive talents.
And so is McDavid, but McDavid's more like McDavid's craftier when it comes to like making plays.
He's a
Datsuk was
6th-round
just
pick,
gross.
a 2-time Selke winner, a 2-time Cup winner, 953 games, 918 points, and played in the KHL for a good chunk of years, and still put up points after won a gold medal in 2018. I mean, he's fucking unbelievable.
I'm not hating on the
Yeah.
guy. I'm just saying
He's
I don't
insane.
know.
And he has 113 playoff points in 157 games.
I think we got James with the rage bait again here. I'm not gonna lie.
He was only minus in 1 season. 1 season he was minus.
Datsuk.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it was minus 2. It wasn't minus like
Yeah.
16 or whatever.
You got something to say?
I think at this point we may as well just say Michael Delzato was better than McDavid too. If we're gonna say this garbage about the Rangers.
Brian Leach.
Brian Leach.
Yeah. Said Brian Leach, duh.
This guy's not even a Rangers fan. He's just rage baiting me.
Listen.
He's got a Flyers logo. Come on,
It's
dude.
I'm sure you've probably seen the TikToks, man.
Yeah,
Probably knows how to push
all the
buttons.
TikToks are like, you have to wear. a
Speaking of
Rangers
which,
jersey.
when are you gonna do categories again?
I literally did it today.
You go to
Oh, shit. All right. Well,
Actually, he's a 3-time.
3 times.
we want
3-time
categories.
Selkie winner, 4-time.
Oh, I thought he was
Lady
talking about me
Game.
3 times categories.
No.
Lady Game, won the Bud Light plus minus.
There's
award.
no ring for that.
Yeah, there is. It's in my bio on Trillo Hockey on Instagram.
Follow.
Yeah, follow. You. Follow.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Go Deuces, James. Watch the videos. Chris mentioned 𝐁𝐑𝐀𝐍𝐃𝐒 was awesome. I didn't say he wasn't. I did not say he wasn't.
He was, dude.
Just saying McDavid's a very great player as well. So
Listen, okay, so you know the Giroux move, right? The infamous shootout move. Where it's
Paul's
like,
better than McDavid.
that's facts.
Yeah.
That is facts. I agree with that. Well, it depends. I mean, you
And
know,
what?
guess we'll have to see in the Summerfest video if I am better than McDavid. I mean, the January performance is not very promising,
No,
but
that was bad.
but
I think
got hopes for the summer. Well, what we call it? The infamous Giroux move that you've seen 1,000 times against the Leafs in the shootout.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was the ~Datsuk move.
Who says he's got some?
That's
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Datsuk did that move like 5 times before Giroux ever.
I think 𝐁𝐂𝐃 could do that in his sleep.
I'm not hating on him. I'm just saying. Like, I don't know. Saying he has better highlight reel than McDavid.
He
That's.
does. He does.
I'm not. I don't know. It's
I know. I know the answer to that question. It's
Oh.
he has another highlight reel.
Yeah.
I can think about 8,000 Pavel Datsyuk plays in my head. All the shootout goals, the flip shootout goal, the one
The flip,
hand,
yeah.
the one hand between his legs in the middle of the ice on Chara and then scored.
It's Datsuk and Kane 1 and 2 as the shootout guys. Kane's number 1. Datsuk's
The
probably
one
2.
hand strip on Yossi behind the net.
Yep.
And then he tucked it. Insane.
I guess that's the other
Made 2
thing.
Sharks players run into each other and they flipped in the air.
Yeah. If you
He
want to
was
make the
just
argument
silly
though
with the puck on his head.
between Datsuk and like McDavid, if you want to make the highlight reel argument, McDavid's are usually in game. Datsuk's are going to be more shootout based, but Datsuk still has a ton.
No.
Datsuk still has a ton of in game highlights. For sure.
Datsuk has so many more in-game highlights that just get missed.
No, I agree.
Because like, they don't even turn into goals, or they don't even.
I
like,
agree, but I think it's because he was so nasty in the shootout that people just kind of like
I
they don't
agree.
pay as much attention. To
I think his entire game, when you watch all of it, like I've never seen someone just turn defense into offense in such a switch. Like it's insane.
Cannot legally say homes.com is the best.
What if she says it as Morgan? Homes.
Yeah, I mean, listen, if there's a guy that's like not underrated, but like people just don't really talk about him enough now, it's Datsuk. I think part of it is the fact that he
And Baxter are the 2 like forgotten guys
Yeah.
of that era.
I think it's just part of it is just the way that his career ended.
Honestly, another one that wasn't really talked about a lot is TJ Oshie.
Try the new DQ Summer Blizzard.
Yeah.
like that
But,
shootout. in
what do
the
all 3 of those
Olympics
guys
was,
have in
like,
common though?
Crazy.
All 3 of those guys' career ended in a shitty way.
Still can't believe this thing is yours.
That's insane.
Well, he never got to play again with Arizona. Remember his contract got traded. I mean, it's the whole like
Yeah, but
the way it ended was just like none of them had that
he
like
went to Russia. It wasn't
yeah,
like-
he went back home.
Yeah.
They never had that like Cinderella ending in the NHL that made him, you know, like
That
overly.
8-round shootout in the Olympics.
I don't
with
know,
Oshie
makes you a bad
was so
player.
cool.
No, it doesn't. I'm just saying it like when guys don't finish out their career in full and like get the whole full send off, I feel like a lot of them get forgotten about a little
Yeah.
easier. Like Ovi's an example. Like the guy is literally never going to be forgotten about, not just because he broke the record, but because he's likely going to finish his career out in the NHL, then head back home, have a full send off in between. Datsuk didn't really have that. He kind of just like dipped. You know what I mean? And then with Oshie, it's like, you know, there's the injuries and he doesn't really get to have like a final game.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Healthcare is a hot topic
But-
these days, and is usually
Yeah,
one
man.
of your biggest expenses. If this sounds familiar and you have Medicare, Do you want to know if you're
About 2 periods to go.
I
I think my favorite dads who play is the one on Renee.
Yeah.
He goes for the whole national team and just like, squeaks over the line. That one.
The Panthers have led 215 minutes of this Cup Final. The Oilers have led for 33 minutes.
Let's go.
Gross,
Oilers need to
dude.
lock in.
Yeah, they do.
My flip bet needs to cash in if the Oilers win. I get $51.
Flip.
Wow. Are you
Nice.
gonna streak naked if you win your flip bet?
Yep.
Sweet.
Yep.
Good deal. Reminds me of some of the comments on your what do you have to do if the
Some of the
Oilers win,
comments on that video are just
Unhinged.
absurd.
right? On Hinge, man. What's your favorite so far if you had to rank them?
Oh, the one earlier was great.
Let me go look at them. I won't say the crazy ones.
Okay.
But
Yeah, no, keep it however you want. Just say your
I'll
favorites.
keep it PG.
Say your
for the
favorites.
most part.
Yeah.
Kid friendly.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So if anybody doesn't know, I posted on TikTok a few days, or yesterday. I said I'll do whatever the top comment says if the Oilers don't win Game 6. And there are 19 comments right now. It's literally just a bunch of Rangers fans flooding the comment section every time they get because they're like rodents and stuff, and they're just like disgusting.
Yeah.
Anyways, one of them's adopt a kid.
Oh, fair. That's valid.
I would rather do that than wear a Rangers jersey.
Okay.
James, that is the dumbest fucking thing you've ever said.
No, it's not.
You're 20 though.
Some of them I cannot read out loud.
Okay.
Bet against the Flyers every game next season.
Low key, that's a good strategy because you're probably going to win some big money there.
Should I not say that one?
I mean, it's up to you. Go ahead if you want.
This one says oil up in a Matthew Tkachuk jersey.
If he wins a cup, that's a flex, to be honest. With you.
Thankfully, that's not the
Olive,
top comment.
baby.
Convert to the Calgary Flames.
Ooh,
Get a Rangers
canola.
tattoo.
Vegetable.
Give Gritty a
What kind of
kiss.
oil are we talking about here?
Adopt a child.
Are those two?
Yep.
You got 2 adopted childs?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Well, this is one of them.
That's good. Yeah.
Small rat tattoo right butt cheek.
Okay. We talk like Florida Panthers, yeah? Like
Yeah, I guess
Marchand
so.
rat.
Yeah,
like
that, I
Panthers
mean, I'm
rat.
assuming that's what they
Okay.
mean. But the Oilers are going to win, so it doesn't even matter.
Well, that's,
I'm delusional. But
yeah, you
the
are.
Oilers are going to win.
You're going to have to
My
do one
flip
of
bet's
these.
going to hit.
You're going to
I'm
have to
not
do
going to have to do the
I
top
just never
comment.
didn't get any of them to delete your account.
Yeah.
That would
Yeah, you
stink.
would've,
Nobody comment that. Now people are going to comment
You
that
would have
'cause
cooked us. Yep. You might have just cooked the entire
I
company
doubt it.
in one sentence.
Well, we wouldn't even follow that anyway. So
Well,
we make the executive decision that we go with the second comment.
Yeah.
Which hopefully that second comment would not be
delete
A,
your account,
adopt-
fold the
adopt a
company.
child,
Yeah.
teach them a new language. That one.
Language.
Yeah,
Uh,
because that was nuts.
if it was something cool, like bizarre but cool, like like
Shoot!
Come on.
Ooh.
Oh,
Dude, like that's what I'm saying. Like McDavid's just been a little
he's
bit
just
off.
overrated. No, I'm kidding.
Wow. If
He
it would have
sucks.
been something cool, like like drive halfway across the country to go see like a Predators game, I think he would have done that. Honestly,
Yeah,
I do think
I
he would
would.
have.
I'd rather do that than wear a Rangers jersey.
See?
I'd rather
I mean, that would be fun.
get
Right,
run
that's
over.
what I'm
Could've made
saying.
that a whole thing.
That's what I'm saying. So like,
Somebody
if it was
comment
something,
that.
yeah,
If they
Yeah,
don't
someone
do
go
that-
comment like
Somebody
go
comment
to like
that.
an LA Kings game or something.
comment
like
that. And then
I'll do that. I'm so
put a bunch
serious.
of likes on there.
I'm so serious. I'll actually do it. Might not be tomorrow, but
Yeah.
I'll eventually do it.
You'll get around to it.
Yeah, I will. Go
Yeah,
in.
we'll see. We got a lot of cool stuff planned, which is cool. So
Yep.
I got a lot of big stuff coming, and I'm right on the edge of
Announcing it.
glory. Yeah.
Glory. Nice.
I'm on the edge.
Go, go, go,
David.
go!
Oh my God.
Oh.
Wow.
There's this,
They just don't have it tonight.
yeah.
They don't have it.
There was
McDavid,
a-
like, dude, again,
There's a slight fart that came out of my
That's-
ass.
that's
because
good.
They had that chance.
see, that's
They might have ruined
if
it.
that was Draisaitl and not Corey Perry, that's it.
That's not true. They scored that same goal last year. This Cup Final.
I'm saying I think Draisaitl
Corey Perry's
slams
going
that
to
all
lose in the
day.
cup for the 32nd time
Oh
in his
yeah.
career.
Yep.
That pass is too far ahead.
Well, McDavid's off too. I'm saying that. Like he just doesn't have it tonight. None of them do. No, none of them do.
But then again, that's their second scoring chance in about 45 seconds. They're actually right in this game. It's just everybody's looking at the negative, which makes sense.
Yeah.
The problem is Florida's depth is killing them. Like AJ Greer just did a Sidney Crosby move behind the net, and Connor Brown came to hold the puck because the blue line.
Yeah. Ooh. Adam Henrique was a good pickup for them last year. Whenever they got him,
Not for
last
last
year.
year.
No, they didn't give up a ton. They got it was a two-way. It was who'd they get? Him and Carrick.
Yeah.
I don't think Carrick's with them anymore, but Henrique was a good pickup. He used to steal souls with the Devils. Yeah, he was gross, especially in the playoffs. He killed the Flyers in 2012. He was
Wait, didn't he have like a game-winning goal against somebody?
probably he was a monster with Jersey.
That was against the Rangers.
Oh yeah. Oh, Henrique, it's over. Okay. There you go. Wait, didn't even. That's good. Now I see what you're
James
doing.
had that face. It was like I'm trying to think of that TikTok sound. It's like as soon as you it's like when you know versus like or when you don't know versus when you know. So the Mr. Incredible
Yeah.
face.
Yeah. People who know, yeah. Uh-oh. It seems like the Panthers can kind of just like score at will, or like, I mean, they scored on their
Panthers can
first.
just do whatever they want.
The Panthers scored on the first shot. Reinhardt scored, and then their second goal was like on their like seventh or eighth. Was it the fifth? Dude, that's like insane.
They got to put asses in front of Bob.
See, this is where they need a guy like Ristolainen. Any of those big right shot defensemen to just stand in front of
This
them.
is when you need Wayne Simmons.
Yeah.
The Panthers need Ristolainen.
Yeah. Everybody
Out
needs
of all
Risto.
guys,
Everybody needs Risto.
Panthers are going to lose this series because they don't have Ristolainen.
Yeah,
they
exactly.
don't have Rasmus versus the line of all players.
Yeah.
Come on.
The fact that the Oilers don't have a Tyler Myers right now is really killing them.
What the fuck is Bouchard doing? He just hit a fucking nuke over to Draisaitl. Like, how are you just going to hold that?
Don't call that. Thank you.
No, they're not
going
going to shit.
Please and thank you. No, a goal would be nice.
Dude, not blocking
It would be.
stop.
It'd be pretty cool.
These
Yeah.
lines are
Like,
ridiculous.
specifically from the Oilers.
That's dumb to me.
What?
He's changed the lines like 5 times. He had Kane on the second line, and he was on the fourth line. And then Kapanen was out. Now he's back in. Like, Skinner's now up, and Perry's down.
Yeah,
Like, sometimes I get it. You're trying to find something. But sometimes
Yeah.
keep something together. Like,
I get it. You ready for the pod?
Oh, I'm ready.
Sweet.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah, make sure you
ready,
tune into.
ready to be a junkie.
Yeah, welcome to the junkyard. Yeah, right.
Junkyard.
The junkyard. Yeah,
That's good.
that's great. No, yeah. Make sure you tune
Paul
into
thought
Puck
he
Junkies
cooked
every
with that
Monday.
one.
No, I was joking. Yeah, tune in every Monday.
Tune into
Me,
the
you, and
junkyard,
Millsy.
guys.
Yep. Sitting down, shooting the shit about some hockey, talking puck.
You guys should do a pod.
That's the goal.
I
Yeah.
agree, yeah.
That's kind of the point.
I was getting there.
Yo, we should do a hockey podcast.
Yeah, yo, maybe we
Yo,
should talk about hockey.
we should call it
while we
like
do it.
hockey junkies. Puck junkies.
Puck junkies. That's the way.
You like it?
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, no, I don't think my comment is suitable for a live.
Okay. Why'd you start saying?
Yeah.
I guess maybe I
We,
just kind of reconsidered it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Puck Junkies. Me, you, Millsy, every week, every Monday. And then we'll
Yeah, Millsy, that fucking hump.
yeah. Shout out to Millsy if he's watching. Probably not. He's probably busy trying to make his run at the American squad. But that's good. Yeah, you probably can't say that.
Yeah.
But that would have been nice. Yeah.
Nixon.
It's over. It's over. Doc Emmerich, dude, the GOAT. We need him back, man.
Dude.
I
You
would
see
love.
the video I made of him if he called Game 4?
Yeah.
The Oilers won?
I would love to get Doc Emmerich on the pod. Just talk to him about his calls, everything that he did in that legendary.
That would be
career,
awesome.
dude. It'd be so cool. That'd be so sick. Doc Emmerich's the man.
Oh, yeah.
Love Doc.
Very good story about Doc. I've been waiting a long
You've
time.
told this
to
like
tell
once
this.
or twice, but
Never told
I
this
don't
on
know.
air.
Yeah.
A couple years ago, was trying to get Doc on the pod, and had him in an email, and went over for a couple months for trying to get it set up.
Yo,
Just
this.
hold up. Finish
Sorry,
your story
sorry,
real quick.
sorry.
And the night before we were supposed to record, my dog was sick and had some stuff going on.
So this is to be clear. This is a Chris Maher show with Doc Emmerich at the time.
Yeah, this was supposed to be TCMS with Doc.
The first run of TCMS.
The first run, yeah. And this was December of 22. The Flyers played that night in Colorado. They lost 3-2, I think, or something like that. And I just got done watching the game. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning, and my dog was sick, and she had a seizure that night. This is the night. So that afternoon, I was supposed to record with Doc. The next day, it was like 1, 2 in the morning, whatever. I ended up going to bed at like 5, 6 in the morning. It was just a fucking awful night. Dog is fine and living well, and everything is okay now. But Doc actually was a big dog guy, and he was a little upset with me because I hadn't reached out to confirm anything, and rightfully so, because he obviously doesn't know what's going on. And I did message him, and then in the late afternoon when I woke up, and I said, "Hey, I apologize. My dog had a seizure," and he did one of the coolest things that's ever happened to me. And he actually sent a card with a check of $250. Sent it for the dog's bill and everything, and sent money, and it was like, well, we'll figure something out at some point. It was one of the nicest fucking things anyone's ever done.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was.
That is so cool.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
He's an
Doc's the
ultimate
man.
human being.
Great guy. And a legend in the booth, man.
Oh,
I mean, like
one of the greatest.
He
There's
was
a
sports
drive
announcers
by
of all time.
Castellanos.
There's a deep drive to left field by Castellanos.
Vince Scully and Doc Emmerich are the greatest
Oh
commentators
my
of all
God,
time.
Vince Scully.
No, dude, really though. Doc Emmerich is like he literally.
Sorry, James. Rest in peace, but I never understood Vince Scully's stuff.
Doc Emmerich. All right, before we get into a heated debate about
Look
Vince
at him.
Scully,
Look at him.
before we get into
Look at
a
him.
heated debate about
Chris,
that,
Look at him.
I know. Before we get into a heated debate
Hey,
about that,
Vince Scully?
let's
You've never
just
understood
agree-
the hype?
Let's just agree that Doc Emmerich was the voice of hockey. He was the voice of hockey. Can we all just agree on that one? I mean, I don't know
think
how.
a lot
of
of
course.
people up north would argue Bob Cole, but
No, it's Doc Emmerich.
dude,
Bob Cole was great, but it's Doc Emmerich.
I don't know. A lot of people think it's
Yo,
Bob
the Vince
Cole.
Scully hate is insane. And
Am
then
I
this
wrong?
guy literally just changed his profile picture to a Rangers logo and said, "James, how do you feel tattooing a Rangers logo on your forehead?" His logo was a Flyers logo, and he changed it. And then the next comment is Vince Scully. There's a snoozer.
Oh, beautiful. James is getting cooked right now. I love this. This is
Vince
great.
Scully, man, that was.
Oh, wow.
I mean,
That's quite the sequence.
I
More other.
don't like if you literally go back to this guy, like one of his other comments.
Oh,
It
yeah?
was literally
I don't
his
believe you.
his
You're
profile
lying.
picture
Yeah, I
was
think you're
Eagles,
lying, dude.
Phillies, Flyers.
I don't
You
remember
can
that.
see it,
Don't recall
and
that.
then he changed it to the Rangers.
Don't recall. Nah. Don't recall that, man.
I don't think the Oilers left the fucking bus, dude.
No, I don't think so either. They look like they don't really care, which is
Poor
kind of wild.
Chili right now. That's what we're watching. This is soft,
Can we go back to your Vince Scully comment though?
soupy, fucking wet
Soupy
chili.
hockey.
Have you do you know the Kirk Gibson home run from 1988?
Yeah.
You've seen that
Yes.
call,
Yes, dude.
and you still have that opinion.
I'm not saying he's bad. I just like I don't like the sound of his voice. It has nothing to do with him as a person or broadcast. The sound of his voice does not appeal to me. I know you're about to shake.
You also
sit there
and you're also the guy that likes like when people scratch like nails on chalkboards and stuff too, right?
no,
That's insane. That's
I mean,
Oh,
I just
good D.
I don't know if it's for me.
I'm insulted.
It's the same thing. All right, well, relax. You didn't know the guy personally.
I'm
All right,
insulted.
let's, But I just,
He's my next door neighbor for 12 years.
yeah.
Yeah.
Then again, not everybody likes teams across the fucking
It's true.
country. So.
Yeah, go Pack
True.
Go, right?
Well, he's not a Packers fan anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, go
Oh
Broncos.
my God, the one fucking team, dude. any other one?
Still, that's one of the teams you root for, no?
One of the three. You like about 8,000 teams.
It's true. You
I-
do
The
have a bunch of
Mets.
teams.
Okay.
The Rams.
There's one
Dodgers, the
sport where I root for
Flyers.
two teams.
What sport?
Basketball. I like the Lakers and the Nets.
Okay. Lakers and Nets. That's great. Probably the two worst teams that you could have to like in the NBA, by the way. Lakers because
New Jersey Nets.
obvious reasons.
Why?
Did you say the Jersey Nets? Yeah. The New York
With
Nets.
Jason Kidd.
Brooklyn
Or,
Nets.
sorry, Brooklyn
Brooklyn.
Nets. Right. Yeah.
Who have had
The
8,000
only good
different
part of New York.
players.
Yeah. I mean,
I think the only good thing about that is Barclays Center.
It's nice. I like it.
yeah. Barclays Center's a cool arena. Islanders played there for a bit, no?
They did.
Yes, with the
It
giant
was-
Hyundai in the corner.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. Well, no, was that not the Coliseum?
No.
No, that's
No,
when the
no, no.
goalie was like sitting in the crowd.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I thought that was the funniest
Because
thing.
it was
And
Nassau,
that
and then
was
they
the
played at
first-
Barclays.
That was the first playoff series
This-
they won. It was
this-
in Barclays.
Buffoon. You're
In like
who,
20 years.
You're being cooked by a 12-year-old Ovi. Let's go Rangers. That's brutal.
don't even say those words.
What? Let's go Rangers.
Stop.
So what happens if what happens if you get offered front row seats? But so here's the deal, right? You get offered front row seats to go to the Garden to watch the Flyers and the Rangers in a playoff game. It's Game 7, Cup Final, front row seats. They're offered to you
How the
directly.
fuck is that a
They're
cup?
offered to you directly by the Rangers.
That's not a cup final. First of all,
What?
Flyers and Rangers.
Let's say it was though. No shit. But what I'm saying is let's say it was the Cup Final, like a random COVID year or something like that when the Lightning played the Habs. Flyers and Rangers Cup Final for whatever reason. Game 7, they offer you front row seats. It's the Rangers that offer them to you. You taking them?
Part of my answer might not be allowed to be said on camera, so I'm gonna hold my thoughts to myself. But
Can you give us a censored version
um,
or a watered down James version? I should say.
um,
Come on.
it's a gamble because it would be the best moment of my life if they won and I'm there, and I would just rip into every Rangers fan there if we beat them. But if we lose,
You got to remember
I
that these
think
tickets are
James-
being offered to you by the.
I
New
think
York
James
Rangers
would walk
organization.
out
I-
of the Garden as Flat Stanley. Like he would literally be
I was
The
gonna say I'd be
entire
one with the subway
city of
tracks.
New York.
Is that something I'm
One
allowed to
with
say?
the subway tracks. Man,
oh my god.
yeah.
Dude.
Oh.
The
So
Oilers,
would you
the
do it? Though?
Oilers
Would you take that offer?
right now is like
I wouldn't have a good
grandma
time, but maybe.
But you would.
knitting a fucking sweater.
You would. You would.
Game 7 of the Cup, I would, but I
Okay.
wouldn't have a good time.
Now, okay, obviously
Until
they
we
can't.
won.
So they can't
I
play each
don't-
other in the cup.
I don't think if the Flyers ever got to the Stanley Cup Final, I don't think I'd breathe.
No, I think I'd have a heart attack.
I would have
Like,
to be put
genuinely.
on a fucking heart monitor
I-
for weeks.
We're gonna do that.
Yeah,
If-
I'm not lying.
If they're like winning big in like the last game of the cup and they're about to win the Stanley Cup and the clock's ticking down, I don't think I'm gonna survive.
I think anything past the second round, I might shake on camera. Like, I don't think I would do well.
Yeah, no, I agree.
No, obviously they can't play each other in the cup. So let's say that same offer was Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Would you take that?
Game 7 Eastern Conference Finals in the world's most overrated arena. I get free tickets.
Oh my God.
No, it's the mob. Is that what we're calling it?
I don't think.
Get 0.9% APR on these 2025 Buick models.
I don't know if I can be surrounded by that many people that are Rangers
People.
fans. I don't
That's
think I
funny.
can do it. And this guy says I'm going to wear a Rangers jersey to a Flyers game just for you, James.
Oh, there you go.
Thanks, SD Sports
That's
Channel.
quite the transition.
Thanks, brother.
All right, guys, we're gonna take a quick break and then we'll be back for more Cup Final, Game 6. Coming right back at you.
It's like we've told people Liberty
Yo. All right. Back at it. 7:05 left in the second period. Is that like the trademark that we just have to do now?
Yeah, every time.
Finger guns
Yeah.
with the snap.
Yeah. What's chat saying?
It's just the Rangers fan
Right.
saying, you know,
Oh, you and Mills look like cuddling in that.
yeah, you kind of do.
I see it. I see it. Hey, Millsy, listen, open invite if you want. But no. Yeah, I mean,
Give me a baby. Give me a mooch.
No, I would much rather be talking puck.
Oh no. Good play.
Yep. Good D by Nuge. Nugent Hopkins. Great D right there. Yeah. What's up, James? Can I help you?
Just quite the statement from
Dude, it was
Paul Jackson.
fantastic D. You can't dispute that.
Settle down.
Nuge is the man. That's all I'm saying.
Cheese it, anyone?
Oh, yeah, I can dabble.
I could indulge in some Cheez-Its. Thank you.
I'm gonna sit here like the Michelin tire man.
Yeah.
Like a fucking blimp.
A blimp. That's good. Oh.
Dude, Albert Einstein is behind the net. Look at this guy.
Where?
See him?
No.
He was, dude, that's Moses.
Wait, how did we go from Einstein to Moses?
He got older as we went back.
Oh, okay.
After 5 seconds.
Mhm.
Uh,
He's getting 1,000 years.
dude,
later.
McDavid has 7 points this series.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That is the quietest 7
Doesn't
points.
feel like it, yeah.
No, that's it's 1 goal and 6 assists. That's why. But like, that is the quietest 7-point run I think I've ever seen. It's insane. Oh. Good poster of Bob there. How we feeling about Summerfest? Without talking about it too much.
Yeah, I don't think time.
What's up?
Never mind.
Oh, you're gonna spoil something?
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, it was
Yeah, you know,
it was fun.
yeah.
Good time.
Goldfish are the superior cheddar snack.
Can confirm.
Regular Cheez-Its suck.
Yeah, can confirm. Can confirm. The white cheddars do bang. That is a fact. The white cheddars do bang. Pizza Goldfish is on top. The rainbow ones. The rainbow ones. There's something. There must be like cocaine in the regular rainbow colored ones because they are better than the plain
The best
Goldfish.
pizza snack is pizza combos.
Facts. Pizza
Oh,
combos
he
are very
changed his
good.
profile picture back.
Did he?
That's right.
I don't know.
There we go.
What are you talking about? It was like that the whole time.
Mhm.
What are you talking about?
Paul, you think you're a funny guy, don't you?
Yeah, I like to think so.
Party hard.
Pretzel, how do you feel about pretzel goldfish?
It's the best kind of
They're good.
goldfish.
They're good. They're not like
I like
they're
flips.
nothing crazy, but they're
The
good.
best pretzels are these little different
The
brands.
waffle ones are really good. The waffle pretzels. It's like
Oh yeah, they're good.
yeah, the
The
ones with the peanut butter too. Those are great.
There's this one that I had on a plane recently. When I went to Utah, they were good.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could find them at CVS. You should have forget the name of them, but they're good.
Yeah,
They
no.
got this like they're like some onion flavor. They were good.
Yeah, no. Goldfish are definitely superior though to Cheez-Its. The white cheddar ones are great. Rainbow goldfish.
Shoot! Oh,
Dude, how does that not get through?
oh my gosh.
It's like the Oilers have to shoot through the fucking Great Wall of China to get a goal there.
Yeah, right. Dude, Matthew Tkachuk low key. Listen, I know, like, I'm not even including like the insane empty net dive last year.
Oh.
His defensive game is so underrated.
Yeah.
Like he makes such like simple, like small plays to just like break up chances in the D zone.
This feels like a Saturday at 30 in March.
It really does. It feels like a regular season game. Yeah. It's kind of insane. Like I expected a little bit more, honestly, out of the Oilers. I figured the Panthers would win, but I mean, they're shut out right now. Like that's kind of unheard of.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Summerfest. Let's talk about it a little bit because we got the video coming out sometime this summer, probably next couple weeks, maybe early July. But
It was a good time. It's gonna be a good video.
yeah,
So
yeah, I'm excited to see all of it put together.
you should check it out.
You should check it out.
You right there.
You, all of you, every single one.
You. I'm talking to you.
Yeah,
Watch the video.
check it
when
out when it comes out.
out.
No, it was a great weekend. A lot of cool memories made and some pretty fun content as well with a bunch of guys and girls, but the guys that we stayed in with the house in Wildwood. A lot of memories made. Caught some
I had the
of them-
best celebrity crush in the
Yeah, no,
video.
that's false. But
That's not false
yeah,
at all.
you know, we found out that James is very into Liv Morgan. So Liv Morgan, if you're watching this, go ahead, shoot your shot. The floor is yours.
Liv, I love you. Please marry me. That's all I gotta say.
Okay, so you could have came across a little less desperate.
No, dude, she was on Monday Night Raw last night and she got
Okay.
hurt. Like actually, not part of the script.
Okay.
Like she might have like gotten
Script isn't like fake or like.
Plus dip
think you're
strawberry
fun.
cheesecake. The new DQ summer
Anyway,
menu.
What's your favorite TV show?
James, you have a better chance with my foot.
I didn't say I had a chance with Liv Morgan. I'm aware that it's like
Yeah.
Now
No.
here's a guy.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
James
Patrick
Mahomes.
Mahomes, Liv Morgan, Liv Morgan and James,
Yeah,
power
right.
couple, but not quite like Patrick Mahomes.
Not
you know?
quite
Like
like
Travis Kelsey and Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Travis Kelsey,
Love Travis
man.
Kelce.
You know, Taylor
What the
Swift
fuck?
put out an album called Reputation, but Travis Kelsey's got a reputation of his own that he needs to uphold here.
And
And
so
with
is
Patrick
his
Mahomes.
teammate Patrick Mahomes. Oh,
Yeah, no. Summerfest was great. Definitely an interesting weekend. Ups and downs, I would say. Some ebbs and flows along the way. Stayed in a nice house. Did some cool things. A lot of it on camera, so you'll see that. Without spoiling anything, what was your favorite aspect of it? And don't say Liv Morgan because it's an overused answer here. Just like Tate McRae.
Liv Morgan's better than her anyways.
Okay, listen.
It's not even close. My favorite part without spoiling anything.
Yeah.
Trying to find these pretzels.
I have favorite parts. I just don't want to spoil stuff, you know? Oh
Yeah.
no. Oh no.
Ooh.
Let's see. My favorite part. What? I liked watching old Flyers highlights in the house. That was fun.
Yeah. Yeah, we were basically glued to the TV watching old Flyers highlights, hockey highlights, and
Reciting
pretty much
the
just like
calls.
Flyers like 2010, 2012 playoff run highlights.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think at
no.
one point, and
3-0. This game.
Reinhardt again, or was that Barkov?
Now we.
I think Reinhardt took that one in. It's cooked. Cats are hoisting the cup again. Yeah,
Stellar pretzel braids.
Stellar
Maui
pretzel
Monk they're
braids.
called.
Okay, there you
They
go.
were fucking bang.
So if you ever find yourself in a situation where you ever find yourself where you're in a situation where you're on a plane in Utah.
Actually, any plane in Southwest
Okay.
will have a.
Defense
What the fuck
is another-
was Skinner doing?
That was Reinhardt, right? That tapped that in. Oh yeah, off the skate. Yep.
You kicked it. Take it back.
There you go. Oh. 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 No, that's about right. So we can all agree that this is cooked now, yeah? This is cooked.
Yes.
Yeah, it's done. I thought it was over at like 1-0, but
Baron Christ himself coming on the ice. This game's over.
it might. Yeah, not far off. Yeah. Reinhardt with 2. I don't know.
Catch the puck. And then he leads to a
Wow.
goal.
Listen.
Do you see what happened before?
Yeah.
He just threw it on net. Look at this.
Yeah.
Catch this. Use your glove.
It was an awkward spot. Like, it came up real high. But it's
Use
still,
your back. Catch the puck.
dude, that's like,
Adios, míos.
yeah. I mean, Stuart Skinner is not my favorite goalie in the NHL. Like, let's get that straight. Like, he's not great. But I don't know. I wouldn't put that 100% on him. I mean,
I would.
Because
I put it 99% on him.
You play the game.
Yeah.
That cannot be a rebound.
No. I guess he was just caught off guard that it called him that high. So it's,
Sucks.
you
Go.
got any?
Need a goal before the period ends. Let's go.
Got any guests coming up that you want to tease for TCMS?
No.
No,
No, I don't.
no. You're working on it though.
Yeah.
We got some
I
stuff.
got some stuff coming.
It's just no. Oh, that's good.
If you want me to be honest.
Yeah. Oh man.
You know
No.
what I do have, James?
What's that?
Patrick Mahomes.
If Patrick Mahomes could come on Puck Junkies or TCMS, oh man, I mean, it would be the best episode of all time. Just like Patrick Mahomes is the best of all time,
And he slips right out of the pocket, finds Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is there a guy that like Chris
Green one
Collinsworth?
with the screen, and he gets the throw off.
Does Chris Collinsworth have like a
Andy
number 2
Reid's got
behind
the-
Patrick Mahomes?
Andy Reid's got the diner menu. On
He
the
loves Josh
sideline.
and Joe Burrow.
How's he feel about
Jaden Daniels.
The
I
GOAT.
don't know. I
The
don't know,
GOAT.
Jim.
The GOAT. The GOAT. Offensive Rookie of the Year.
The GOAT.
Means nothing.
Means nothing. What?
It means nothing.
Excuse you.
Excuse
Did
me,
Bo
no.
Nix win it?
No.
Right.
Close.
Means nothing.
Coyotes do anything this year?
Yeah, they almost made the Super Bowl.
No. Oh yeah, almost means nothing. So.
He became a Broncos fan like last.
All 12 of his teams didn't make the NFC Championship.
That's crazy. Dude took a walk around the block, went from Green Bay to fucking Denver.
I went there. I have every reason to be a Broncos fan. It's my first ever NFL game.
Okay.
And they
But
won.
you had a team already.
Yeah, you had a team already.
I
That's the
didn't
point.
though. I really only liked Green Bay because of my father, and we have family there. That's about it. I
All right,
loved Aaron
all right.
Rodgers. After Aaron Rodgers, I stopped watching.
That's fine,
the
but then
Packers.
don't get on the train about how Bo Nix needs to be the offensive rookie of the year.
I
And then
did
you-
it. Oh,
And
I
then you
did.
say, oh, yeah, there's not much stock
I
in
did
it.
it.
It's, he's no Patrick Mahomes.
Well,
But
RG3 did it and then sucked.
RG3 didn't suck.
He
Brother,
got hurt.
come on.
Come
He
on now.
sucked.
RG3 won the offensive
Yeah,
rookie
he
of the
did
year because
suck.
he was going to be a
That's not
superstar.
true.
And then damn near snapped his leg in half. That's what happened.
You know who else did that?
Yeah. God, I can count Joe Theismann, Alex Smith.
Alex Smith.
Alex Smith, Chiefs legend.
Yeah.
Washington football team legend.
Yes. Can confirm.
They've been fucking embarrassing. This is like watching Florida playing the fucking preseason.
Yeah. It's not great. But
Still no cup shot. That'll be the whole third period.
oh yeah, 100%. It's like when they had the Taylor Swift cam at the Super Bowl, but it's just gonna be the cup shining. Yeah.
Is there something funny, Paul?
No, we're just talking about the cup shining cam that's gonna
Oh.
inevitably come in the third period.
Oh,
I said it's like when they had the Taylor Swift cam at the Super Bowl.
yeah.
You know,
Who?
it's Drake Calendar. You don't know?
You don't know Drake Calendar?
Who?
I don't know. No idea. Man,
It's like
TNT is.
Oh no. Anyway.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
Look at Seth Jones.
Dude, he's doing
passed that to
nothing
the
wrong.
fucking pass.
I
That
was
was
just saying, he's
horrible.
just skating.
He literally made that pass sucked.
Oh, it's going in. Close enough. All right. Oilers got to mount themselves a little triple goal deficit.
20 minutes away from their second consecutive Stanley Cup
Ace here.
championship. They lead the Oilers 3-0.
This is a hockey show. Oh, yeah. 3-0 for the Oilers. That's brutal. They're cooked. It's over.
Edzo.
We're going to see another.
Yeah, Edzo. Edzo to Jonesy. Jonesy to Ace.
And back from Jonesy
Back,
to Edzo.
Jonesy to Ace.
Yeah.
From Jonesy to
Yep.
Edzo. And Edzo to Jonesy.
Yeah.
Edzo to Ace. Back to Jonesy.
Yes. We have to get.
Down to Pierre.
We got to get some Jonesy and Edzo action on CMS and Pop Junkies.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah. Gotta love it. Yeah. So we got a little bit of time for the intermission. I think we'll probably take one last break and then come back again. We can continue Game 6. What do we think? Do we think the Oilers have any chance here at this point?
I mean, not a great chance.
No.
I'd say 2% chance.
It's cooked. It's cooked. I think the Oilers will probably get the next goal. I mean, I know I said that last time, but I think they'll get the next goal. And I think they'll probably score. They could either score 2 quick ones, like back to back, or it'll be like one early, one kind of late to give them hope, and then Brad Marchand slams home the empty netter to make it 4-2.
Yeah.
Sorry, I heard checking.
What do you got?
I just realized I haven't heard Alexander Barkov's name the entire night.
Yeah. He doesn't need to. I mean,
Is he hurt?
he's just gonna be that guy that kind of lays back, does his job defensively. He's a two-way player, but he's not the flashiest offensive guy. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll be back at it for the final frame here coming up soon. All right. Back at it again.
Hello.
Back.
400.
Is that where we're at? 393, close enough. Can always round up and call it a day. Appreciate everybody tuning in tonight.
Of course. Yeah, man.
Well, I mean, you're here. You didn't have a choice. But, you know,
What do you mean I didn't? I technically had a choice.
Did you?
Just to come.
you're the alternate supervisor, buddy. I don't know if you had a choice.
That's true. I guess I didn't.
Nah, I'm kidding. We love you, James.
Oh, I love you, Paul.
That's great.
So something fun?
No.
You were joking? You don't love me?
No, I didn't say that.
You two would be making love, or
He's messing around with his hat. I don't know what he's doing, but he's looking like 2010 Mac Miller around here. Not gonna lie. Looking like he's looking like Mac Miller when they first released Knock Knock, and it was like the Flyers locker room song every time they won, which didn't happen very often against the Rangers in 2012. Just as a reminder, they went like 0-6 against them, but just thought I'd jog your memory a little bit because.
I think you're funny. You're a funny guy, aren't you?
The taco place?
Depends on the day. Depends on who you ask, I guess. So
Depends on the day. Depends on who you ask.
it's good. So talk a little bit about the TikTok.
The TikTok.
How's things been going?
TikTok.
Besides the Rangers propaganda.
Business has been booming.
Okay.
It's been pretty good. Having a good time doing it. I thought I was gonna get fired.
Yeah, it was fun.
That was
fun.
something.
400.
Yeah.
Yeah. We are over 4.3K.
Yeah.
Get us to 5,000. If you're not following the TikTok.
Yeah. What are you doing, man? I mean,
What are
it's
you
literally
doing?
the third one down on the bar. It's
Wait.
not too difficult to read.
Follow.
You should probably go follow because
'Cause-
James puts out some solid content every day. The rest of us contribute when we can, but we're just not TikTok aficionados like he is. We haven't really mastered the craft yet, so we kind of just let him be. But yeah, no, you're really
James
missing out.
makes TikToks like Gordon Ramsay with scrambled eggs.
That's very true. That's a good way to put it.
Thanks.
You might be the Gordon Ramsay of TikTok.
Off
actually.
on the hate, off the hate.
Yeah.
Whip
Yeah.
a knob of butter.
We just do a series where it's Hell's Kitchen, but it's you teaching the rest of our team how to run the TikTok.
Torrillo's TikToks.
Yeah. Yep.
Goal.
Oh, wow. Dude, like the fact that that didn't even turn into a shot on goal says everything about this game so far.
A sod.
Not even a sock. Crazy.
So G.
Yep. Not to be confused with Sonk, your favorite Keith Yandel.
No, you're thinking.
Give it a little
Mark
song.
Stahl's my op.
Yo, how about the
Not
news with
Keith Yandel.
Atlanta?
No, but you don't like Keith Yandel, no? You don't like Yans?
I don't, but
Why?
because he stunk and smell on the Flyers.
He's been wet for
Yeah, but you're talking about a guy who's like came here for his final year of his career.
Yeah,
Like,
and he was horrible.
and he should have retired 2 years before that, really, when he was in
yeah,
Florida.
same with Mark Stahl.
Good rip.
The human traffic cone.
Damn. That's very
Oh, that's
disrespectful
good block.
to a guy who was a career Ranger and a
Mhm.
very good one. Too.
Why do you think I said it?
No, I mean, I'm not doubting why you said it. I'm just saying, man, as a fan of the sport, like, gotta respect it.
I'm a fan of the. Well, I am a fan of the sport, but
Okay, that's good.
just not of certain teams. That's all.
Right. No, I completely understand that. But like, that's like saying, do you remember Alexander Semin?
Name sounds a little familiar.
Okay, so he played with Ovi for a while. Probably, how long was that? Maybe like
a season.
one season? Semin and Ovi. I'm talking about just like being on the Capitals together, not necessarily in the same
A
one.
year or 2 years. Maybe.
There's no way that was it.
It wasn't long. Semin was in Carolina by 2013.
Yeah, he was. That's right. He did go to Carolina. All right. Well, Semin played in Washington for a bit, and him and Ovi were, not necessarily like a dynamic duo or anything, but they were like two of the top guys that Washington had, and
Including Backstrom.
Very true. Knuble was there at that point, right? And yeah, I mean, Semin wasn't the most flashy guy all the time, but he was kind of an underrated offensive guy in the league, and he was with the Caps for a decent amount of time, and then like you said, he went to Carolina. After that, everybody kind of just forgot about him. I feel like Mark Stahl is kind of a similar situation where like if you were a Rangers fan, you knew how good he was for the Rangers, and then he kind of just went everywhere else, and his career fell apart a little bit. But
He was all right.
really, he was where?
Florida.
He was okay in Florida. It was just he was so old by that point. And really, I didn't even think he was that bad in Detroit. I also didn't think he was bad in Philly. I thought he was relatively all right in the games that he played with the Flyers, which is not saying much because he only played like 20. But I specifically remember a game. I forget who it was against, but guy, good rip. Guy laid
The
in.
Oilers going to shoot anywhere but Bobrovsky's right pad.
It's been the right pad the entire time, yeah.
I think Mark Stahl on the Flyers is more useless than Mark Messier's barber or something.
I mean, yeah, that's saying something, man. Because Stahl really wasn't that bad in Philly. He really wasn't.
He was horrible.
He really
It
wasn't.
was absolutely horrible.
I remember a game, and specifically, I can't remember who they were playing or when it was, but
He
it
was
might have been.
atrocious.
Maybe
He
it was
was
against the
terrible.
Islanders.
He's the worst Flyer ever.
It might have been against the Islanders. He laid an absolute beach ball. They didn't score on it, but he laid an absolute beach ball to, I think it might have been Julien Gauthier. Laid an absolute beach ball to him, and then literally the same game made this like unreal defensive play where he just like dove and prevented a 2-on-0, I think.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did. Same game.
Oh, that one good play.
And well, right, but so he had one horrible play and then another really great one in the same game. That summed up his tenure as a Flyer. I feel like was he
was
really
terrible.
wasn't that.
Dude, he was
He just
terrible.
wasn't.
He
He really
was.
wasn't though. Like Mark Stahl was
What
not
Mark Stahl
that bad
were you
in Philly.
watching? He was horrible.
I mean, I wouldn't go all out great and say he was good. But I
No,
wouldn't say he was
I didn't say he
terrible.
was good. I don't think he was that bad.
No, I'm not
Like, he
saying
really
he
wasn't.
did. I'm just saying I wouldn't.
Yeah, he
But
like
it's not one nor the other. It's
no, he was very.
there is
He was what he
a
was.
liability
It's somewhere
on
in
the ice.
between.
Yeah, he was what he was. Like they
He
paid
wasn't.
him.
He didn't come here to like.
They paid him on a 1-year deal for was it 1.2 mil? Is that what it was, or something like that? Was it exactly
it was,
$1 million?
Yeah, 1 year, 1 million.
So yeah, for what he was paid, it was you literally got exactly what you paid for.
Yeah,
That was
like,
it.
He taught all them guys.
To
little
suggest
details and-
that he was the worst Flyer ever is insane.
He was awful.
That's insane.
He was a liability on
The
the
worst
ice.
Flyer
No,
ever.
he
You
wasn't.
can argue Keith Yandel.
Keith
I
Yandel
don't
was
give a-
my. Oh, dude, Nugent Hopkins
Keith
had
Yandel
a
was
good
also
game.
terrible. Yes.
Yeah,
But if
you
you're
can argue
talking
his
like pure,
worst single season as a Flyer ever.
The only reason he was playing was because he was going for the Ironman.
yeah, but if you're
Yeah, they also
talking,
had no one.
yeah, they had nobody on D.
Yeah, but
If
like
you're-
as soon as he got it, they benched him.
If you're
It's-
talking Flyers and you're talking
They
purely
didn't
like
get it.
Yeah, he
purely,
No, he didn't.
no, he didn't. Remember
I thought
they
he did. No,
they
I
ended
didn't
it
say
like they ended a couple games short. Mike Yo sat him, and it was like this big controversy. Remember that?
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. I forgot
Um,
about that.
Basically, if you're talking Flyers and you're looking purely based on like what you paid for versus what you got, I think Andrew McDonald's probably the worst one because he was supposed to be like this actual cornerstone piece on the blue line,
I don't know.
and then he turned into a liability. Like he really was. He was bad every night.
He was not looked at as a cornerstone.
I don't mean like a franchise cornerstone that you built around. I just
No.
mean like he was a guy that was considered
Oh.
like a full-time, legit top 4 NHL defenseman that was supposed to be.
Yeah, he was
Rock-
like
reliable.
a good 50 that like
Yeah.
could run the power play.
Yep.
and-
And then it was the exact opposite of that. It just did not happen that way. And he turned into a guy that was just like brutal every night.
Bouchard has been
Oh my
utterly
God,
fucking
dude.
awful.
That's gonna go in somehow. Oh
Bouchard is the worst thing in his career.
yeah. Yeah, Bouchard's been rough.
It's just so
You think Bouchard stays with Edmonton?
No.
Ew! Oh my God!
Oh.
Dude, Marchand is disgusting.
Where's he gonna go next year?
I don't know.
Florida.
I don't think he's staying in Florida. It doesn't make a ton of sense to me. I mean, where's he from? Do we know? He's Canadian. Maybe like Ottawa could make sense. Because the thing that I've thought about,
Toronto with him. If he's still in his county, he's going to Toronto.
I mean, probably. But I could see Ottawa too because it's not too far. It's still Canada. It's still like somewhat home. I mean, I know there's a little bit of rivalry between the Leafs and the Sens, but like, I think that
I don't see why he'd leave Florida.
it's not that he would want to leave Florida. I just don't think it really would make sense for them to keep him around. Because he would probably want like a 3-4 year deal. And I don't think that Florida can really afford something like that right now, especially after they extended Reinhart. I just don't think that's something that they can really do. I view it similar as when they couldn't keep Giroux because they just couldn't really offer him much. Speaking of Giroux, if he doesn't stay in Ottawa, which it's looking like he might actually not re-sign in Ottawa, I think Marchand makes perfect sense as his replacement. I can see the fit really easily there because he's a veteran guy with a little bit of grit.
Yeah.
And he still can he can still put up 60, 70 points. And Ottawa's trying to make the playoffs again because they just got in this year. They want to build on that now. Kind of like, I mean, if Buffalo wasn't such a failure of a destination, that would be another team that could make sense. But Sabres are just embarrassing. So is that not a penalty?
It's a no call.
I mean, that was a pretty quick trip. I love it.
The two teams are so tight, you might as well have them go.
Yeah. I get it. It's just, I don't know. I mean, that was a pretty blatant trip coming in on like a half breakaway. I would love to see the shot of Edmonton's watch party right now.
Makes sense.
Oh, that was a good play by Seth Jones right there.
The one he's on this.
McDavid looks stunned, dude.
It's a trick.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that should have easily been a trick. He sideswiped him as he was going in on a 2-on-1. Man. Wow. Playing bangers on the commercials. Beautiful. I mean, like, if the Oilers do lose this, which it's, you know,
Looking like it's going to happen?
Yeah. It's kind of already like, you know, written transcripts at this point. What's next for them? What else can you do at this point? Or are they? What's next for them? But also, like, are they the current version of what the Panthers were like 3-4 years ago when they kept losing in like the semis and the conference finals, and then they finally won the cup?
They're going to eventually win it.
Because Florida lost to Vegas
Yeah,
first
I think
before
it's
they won the
hard
cup.
to compare them because Florida had so many guys and young guys. They had a mix of ages all around. The Oilers, every guy is at least
Every guy's like 30.
28, 29, 30.
McDavid is one of the youngest guys on the team, which is absolutely wild.
I think Bouchard is the youngest guy.
I think he's
Or
25.
Bud Coles.
Yeah.
Bud Coles is like 24.
Yeah.
But like
The average age has got to be like top.
Henry, Brown,
Yeah.
Klingberg, all them guys.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Here's shot number one. Here's number one. Surprised it honestly came halfway into the period, but does that count? He didn't shine it. Does that count?
He's complaining about that missed trip.
Oh, of course. I mean, that was a brutal non-call. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that was bad. Like, I get what you said about how it's so tight, just let him play, but like if it's that blatant and it could potentially change the course of the game, the season.
I agree. It's just they haven't called anything all night.
I understand. It's just like that's blatant. Like, that's a side swipe. And we know how good the Oilers' power play is, so it's like that literally could change the course of the game. Probably not, but you never really know.
Yes, it did. It was the best feeling you can imagine. If you don't know how hard it is to win until you actually attain it for the first time.
Bro, that sounded like a copy and paste from the old Shell games when they do the Stanley Cup presentations. It's another one at the right pad. They have so many shots, like compared to Florida. That, I mean, 26.
Like the 8th shot that's hit his pad.
Yeah, the right pad. 26-18 are the shots in favor of the Oilers. But like, if you know those like fucking heat maps where it shows like the quality of the shots, theirs would all be at like right at the blue line because their quality of shots that they've had compared to Florida. Here we go. Carter 𝐁𝐃𝐶𝐒.
This could be the nail in the coffin.
Nah. Stop by Stu. Yeah, the difference in like the quality of the shots is unreal.
A lot of one and done for the Oilers.
Yeah. Florida's been in flurries. Oilers get like a couple shots from
Oilers
the
in zone time, but they don't have
Yeah, they do, but it's like
any
the
high-end chances. Or
they take a rip from the blue line. It either bounces off of them.
there's no one in front.
There's nobody in front of the net, or it just gets smothered. There's no in between.
For quality meds, for life with pets, there's Chewy.
Wow, DraftKings, that's an aggressive offer.
I guess like the biggest takeaway for me at least would just be like I'm happy for Bob. Like if there's a guy that deserves to win, back-to-back cups, it's Bobrovsky.
Yeah.
Dude's such a beauty, and he's been one of the most elite goalies in this league for so long now. Pretty much probably since around like 14, 15 maybe, when he got there in Columbus.
As soon as he left the Flyers, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much as soon as he left the Flyers. Yeah, no, he's been unreal since he really burst onto the scene. Great for him. Marchand, I mean, I'm honestly kind of excited for Marchand too to win a cup outside of Boston, because I feel like part of Marchand's identity has always been like, oh yeah, he's a Bruin. You know what I mean? And like they won the cup in 2011, but now he goes to a new team, which I don't think anybody really saw coming.
Someone tweeted a picture. It says Finals McDavid, and it's an interview with 𝐁𝐑𝐀𝐍𝐃𝐒, his brother.
Yeah,
And it looks so similar.
but it's just not him.
Oh,
It's
wow.
not him.
Wow.
Wow.
What you see is what you get.
Exactly.
Yeah. I love how Brady 𝐁𝐂𝐃 is just sitting in the crowd.
Yeah, I mean,
And he's mic'd up in the crowd too. Okay. Oh, never mind. It's all right.
remember a couple of years ago when everyone would say, like, oh my God, he's checked out of Ottawa. He doesn't want to, because he would go and watch Matthews games in Calgary, and we were like, what the fuck are you talking
There's
about?
no correlation to that at all.
Yeah.
Like how he feels
He
about the
giving Flames
Sens.
fans like beers and shit.
Yeah. Like who cares, dude?
Yeah, it's his problem.
Yeah. If your brother was playing for the Stanley Cup, I mean, you're gonna be there. Especially
no matter what
dude,
you do in your life.
Yeah, really. But like, what else does he have to do? He's out of the playoffs. It's like, guy's not just gonna sit out for tea time 24/7 in the summer.
Yeah, this is his brother. Like, he's
You can only go to Cancun so many times before it's like, all right, well, your brother's playing for the Cup. I mean, and you know that if the roles were reversed, if the Sens somehow made a run at the Cup, Matthew would be there.
He's about to be a two-time Cup champion.
Yeah. I feel good for Paul Maurice too, because he's a guy that's like he's a really like stand-up coach, but he's also he knows what he's doing too.
And he had a lot of good Jets teams that never really could even get to the playoffs.
Yeah.
So, like,
I mean, you remember? Think about like how classy he was last year when they won. You remember what he said? He said, "If I had one wish, it would be for the Winnipeg Jets to win the next Stanley Cup." Dude just left that team.
because there's three teams that love. It's Vancouver, the Jets, and
Yeah.
Florida.
Yeah. Oh, were you? No. Yeah, I mean, he's a very stand-up guy. So there's a lot of guys on the Panthers to be happy for. But I don't know. I mean, is it all right to feel bad for McDavid? Is it though?
Yeah, he's the best hockey player in the world.
I agree with that.
It's
more of a question of like,
that is so good and that could be in the world scheme of one of the greatest athletes of all time.
yeah,
Cannot.
it's more of a question of like, all right, well, has he done enough to really win the cup this time?
It's not on him.
No, I know
Yeah,
it's
no,
not.
it's not.
You're right. It's not like all on him and Draisaitl to get it done, but like
You can't expect a guy like him to have. I mean,
he
won the
is that
Conn
good
Smythe
though.
last
Like
year,
he has the ability to carry this team to the cup, and he hasn't done enough.
but the entire team hasn't.
No, I know. I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm just saying. I think I would have liked to see a lot more from McDavid. I think this game especially, he's been really off. Like he's just his timing has been off. He hasn't really been on it as much with the puck control. Like I think he could have. There's a couple times he could have just ripped one, but instead he tried to look for that one extra pass, and even the Perry one that you said he overshot him. Like that's not something that you usually see out of him.
I mean, I'm not gonna say like he's played good, but I'm also not gonna say it's something that I like. It doesn't make me change the fact of McDavid. Like he's still that guy. It just proves how hard it is to win.
Yeah.
And how good Florida is.
That's a nice shot.
If I'm the Oilers, I think they pull it all out.
I don't know. 7 minutes left?
There's no answer
You've done nothing.
Yeah, I mean you have no other choice really.
on this bench.
I don't know. Wow.
He's circling around or is he going? Yeah, he's going, dude.
With 7 minutes?
What else are you gonna do? I mean,
You're
you
down
have
to
no
fucking
option.
three.
Like,
Your season's over.
yeah,
Like
it's either your season's over,
I don't
or
know.
you try like hell, still get scored on, and your season's over
I'd rather
regardless.
take the risk and see what you can get.
And I bet you I bet you they put one in
power
here.
play. So
Yeah, right. I think they score here. One of these is gonna go in on the empty net.
it's just harder with 6 and 5. Less.
There's so much less room. Good block.
That was a great kick.
Especially when it's right away. It doesn't really mean anything. But
Wow.
Yeah, see? I don't like that.
That's it. Sam Reinhart. Addy. Dude, that might have sealed the Conn Smythe, honestly. Marchand has had a great series, but that right there might have done it. Hattie in game 6. I think he's up to 9 points now, I think. I think that might be it. Seals the deal.
Yep.
For the Conn Smythe. I mean, this game's already been cooked for a while, but wow.
I think Reinhardt's a Conn Smythe winner.
Yeah, he's got to be.
All I can think about is a reporter that asked him about his back check.
Reinhardt? I didn't see that.
Do you remember that?
No.
They played a Wednesday night rivalry game against Detroit, and they gave up. He made a turnover, gave up a goal to Larkin in the last couple seconds of the second period. They lost the game, and the guy asked him about his back check on the goal. He's like, "I'm not going to comment."
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was like one of his last 2 years
In Buffalo?
in Buffalo. Yeah, and he's fucking 50 goals,
Yeah.
a cup, second cup, 2 goals in a clinching game.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, that's a hat trick.
Yeah. Yeah, that was Addy. He had the first one, and then he had the first absolute disgusting ankle breaker.
What was the other one?
Then he had the one that went off his skate.
Oh, that was him.
Yeah, it was Reinhardt. Yep.
Embarrassing effort from the Oilers from Soda Man.
It's
Yeah,
listen,
it's
man. I
bad.
mean, you're not far off, dude. It's
Yeah.
to come in like that.
You are
and
in
just
fact correct.
yeah, come out that flat is
It's
insane.
ridiculous to say that.
It's not ridiculous. It's not ridiculous to say that.
It's not. Yeah, that's. I mean, there's no other way to put it than like that's kind of embarrassing for them to come out that flat after all the hype from them coming back for the rematch this year and the McDavid speech from last year. You know, it's just brutal, brutal effort from those guys. But
stuff by that man right there, Sam Reinhart.
That's
There you
two.
go.
oh, there we go. The first actual wipe, to be fair, but second cutscene, gotta love it.
What's what Eddie Owen screams like?
TNT.
I don't know.
Shut it up!
Yeah,
It's like the NBA. It's like when you play NBA Jam.
yeah,
Boom! Shakalaka.
yeah.
Oh.
Current eligible lessons can get this low mileage lease on this all-wheel drive terrain elevation for around $2.99 a month. We are professional grade.
I don't know. I mean, how do we feel about back-to-back cup wins? When was the last time this happened?
Penguins. Lightning.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Lightning almost three-peated.
Yeah.
So then, I guess the next question is: can the Panthers repeat next year?
Can they? Of course they can.
Well,
3 in a row?
you know, yeah, 3 in a row. Did they get it? No. You don't think so?
They definitely can.
I think a team
I
like
don't. I think what you went to
that's it. Yeah,
3 in a row is so fucking hard.
it is because if there was a team that could have done it, it was Tampa, and I think the Penguins could have done it too. You don't think so? Really?
No.
You don't think the Pens could have?
No. Only team I thought that could have that didn't even get to was Detroit.
Yeah. You're talking about like 08.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
yeah, they should have won the 9.
Yeah. Well, no, I get what you mean. I think LA, if they would have had that year in between, you know, they were just off in 13. But
Yeah, that's true. That was that lockout season.
yeah. Well, I think that was part of the problem is that threw everything off. But yeah,
They didn't make the playoffs, did they?
the Kings.
In 13.
I do
I don't
not
remember.
remember.
I honestly don't remember. I just know that they had a really off year. Yeah. Still got the guy out of the empty net. That's crazy.
I mean,
I get it, but like that's at that point, that's just like, huh?
I feel like you got to get one
Conference
before you
final?
pull a goalie now.
Oh, of course, but it's. I mean, it's not that it's pointless. Like they're still fighting. They don't care about the score, but like it's. If you're Stuart Skinner sitting on the bench right now, you're probably sick. Sick to your damn stomach, dude. Ooh, I thought that was going in. Dude, they can't get anything through. Like, at all.
That's it. Reinhardt again.
Oh, my God.
Reinhardt again.
Wow. That's ridiculous, dude. 5-0. Reinhardt's got 4.
Probably the first time they did 4 goals in a country game.
I know. Wow.
Unless some guy named Dick in the 40s did it.
Yeah. Dude. Florida fans got to be going crazy right now.
I'd love to see it.
Did he, bro? He fell down as that went in. Wow. That's crazy.
Wow. Back to back.
Yeah. What a final, dude, for the Panthers.
I think Corey Perry's fucking cursed.
He might
Yeah,
be.
right.
Yeah. Wow. 85 first since Gretzky against Philly. To do that. That's
In
crazy.
any cup final game or a clinching game?
Clinching
Probably
game.
clinching, yeah. Wow.
Yeah, 2 of the best fucking goal scorers of all time. Gretzky and Bossy and then Reinhardt.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, and they scored.
Well, that was stupid. Okay.
We're back!
Yeah,
we're so back!
So bad.
Chris Paul cuts the lead deficit to 42. You see that?
That was the hockey gods giving a little.
Yeah, right. Just gotta dim the moment a little bit. That's such a shitty goal too.
Yeah.
For that to just leak through Bob's 5-hole and then you can't even celebrate a cup final goal. Like that's sad, dude.
No, there's no celebration.
No, I get it. I'm just saying, like that's to even be in that position is pathetic, bro.
They get that fucking bounce after 2 empty net goals.
If they got that before the 2 empty netters. See, that's what I mean. Like, if they didn't pull the goalie, it might be 3-1 right now. And then you could pull the
They
goalie.
had to pull the goal. They had no other choice.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like pulling the goalie doesn't do anything because it's
Well, I mean, it
You
does.
either-
They gave up 2 empty net goals.
right. So they were either losing, or
They were
they were
down
either
by 3
losing
goals.
without trying, or they were losing by a couple more goals but trying. Like it's
Yeah, but if they don't pull the goalie, it could be 3-1 right now.
who cares how much you lose by?
Well,
You still
3-1,
lose.
it's still somewhat a game, is what I'm saying.
Right, but even
Yeah,
if
but
they,
they
don't pull the
wouldn't have-
goalie, there's no way that every other thing
Yeah,
in event
you
of
can't
sports
predict
still
every
happen.
sequence that happens there.
Yes.
Florida Panthers with a 4-goal lead. Sam Reinhart with 4 goals, including 2 into the empty net. As it stands now, following the Barbosa goal, if the Oilers don't score again, would be the Chuck.
Dude, what are they chanting?
Clinching goal on Reinhart, who did it last year.
Skinner.
Is that what it is?
Either that or Panthers.
I don't know.
I don't know.
It would be pretty stupid to chant Skinner when it's already.
And the last 2 goals were empty netters.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? Like that'd be pretty dumb. Oh, Marchand.
Switch the,
A chance to Lundell got a lot of people excited for a lot of different reasons.
Well, we've seen at least 7 goals in each of the first 5 games of this series.
You know what I was talking about, Jimmy.
Now Skinner moves the puck up the wall and down as both teams make changes.
Did this feel like a long season to you?
the playoffs did. Like, I
Right.
feel like the Flyers haven't played in like 4 months.
Well, that's part of it.
This season was ages.
Right.
This summer,
It felt
it's
like it was
gone by
long
in
as
about
shit,
10
no?
seconds
The
already.
playoffs took a while.
Because I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, oh man, this is the last, 2 minutes of the season. And I'm like, well, it's kind of about time. Because it feels like it's been dragging on for a really long time.
The Flyers season is always long because it sucks. So
Yeah, the Flyers are never in it, so it feels longer for us, obviously. But,
Then the coach got fired and all that.
I mean, the summer keeps it, entertaining usually. But, I mean,
These next 10 days.
yeah.
When's free agency?
July 1st.
That's right.
Who?
Who?
Oh, shocker.
These guys have a long history.
That's where the initial
Really whack 'em?
was called.
Yeah.
He skates all the way over.
How's that warrant a 10, though?
I guess just so nothing starts
Yeah,
because
but
the game's over. Oh, then that again.
Oh, yeah. All right, that's fair.
Could get fined for that as well.
They have been going at it since game number 1. By the benches, a lot has been said between the two. They won't even have a chance to shake hands. I don't know if Kane will come out for the handshakes after, but that could be it for Kane. And that's the satisfaction, right? When you win, you get to shake the hand of the opponent. I don't think Chuck cares very much. He's going to be the one that's carrying the trophy here in a couple of minutes. Last chance to clinch on home ice in back-to-back years, the Edmonton Oilers, 1987, 1988.
That's crazy. Did you hear what they're saying? Wow. Man. Your video about Florida running the NHL might be
Yeah.
aging like fine wine right now.
Yeah. My tweets about the Oilers is like fun though.
Yeah.
Or about chili.
Mm.
I fucking love you.
I really didn't think the Oilers were going to lose to the same team 2 years in a
I
row.
know. I thought it would be at least probably stretched to like if the Oilers were gonna
Do we
win.
really have to hear right now all the fucking people that nobody knows from TNT?
All
in
the
last
behind the
minute
scenes
of the
shout
fucking
outs.
Cup final.
Yeah, right.
Nobody cares.
Could have done that in the
Call the game.
Yeah.
Let the crowd just speak it out or something.
Yeah. This is gonna be a moment right here. If the commentary doesn't ruin it. Wow.
15 seconds. Gustav Forsling holds. The Panthers begin to celebrate.
Kachuk jumped on the ice with 8 seconds. Wow.
The Florida Panthers win their second consecutive Stanley Cup.
Wow.
Fucking right.
That's a cool moment for them. That's a really cool moment.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, like, that's, again, like, just talking purely from, like, the standpoint of, like, a fan of the sport. That's, like, so cool to see for a team that was, like, so down in the trenches for so long. You know what I mean? Like, the Panthers were, like, bottom of the barrel. Fucking, dude. I can't wait to see Bob's face. Dude's got to be loving his life. Wow.
No Pink Pony Club after
No,
winning the
man.
Cup.
And no La Bamba either because the Oilers didn't win.
No.
Damn.
My thoughts on TNT really
Changed after this one.
changed.
Yeah.
These playoffs.
Dude, look at Bob. Like, that's the cool thing about the Panthers is just that there's so many guys that you can point to that like, oh man, this guy really deserves it. You know, staff, players, everything.
He asked Rod Brindamore if the coaches and the other staff members could stay out of the handshake lines in the last round. He said it was all about the players, but Knobloch is headed back to the end of the Edmonton Oilers handshake line.
Dang, Evander Kane didn't come back out.
I wonder if he wasn't allowed.
I don't know.
Florida Panthers who won only 4 playoff series their first 28 seasons. They've now won 11 series the last 3 years, and Marchand is a Stanley Cup champion for the second time. 14 years apart. He was hugging every member of the organization that is on the ice right now, and they're the 2 other statesmen of the Stanley Cup Final. Corey Perry, 40 years of age. Brad Marchand, 37 years of age. Perry has played in 5 Stanley Cup Finals in the last 50 years. They're losing it all 5. He did win with the Cubs back in 1967.
I know.
Seth Jones, acquired from Chicago prior to the deadline. His
Wow.
Harry will go to Florida and then lose next year.
I know. They'll sign a league minimum deal to stick around. Panthers will lose in 6 to Winnipeg.
Wow. No more hockey till October.
Yep. It's all right, though. We put on the moves. Got a lot of content to fill the gaps. In
It's
this
a
week.
miserable. My day is wrong.
What, no more hockey? Yeah.
It's the best and worst day of the year.
It is.
Stanley Cup championship squads. They lost the first 2 games to the Maple Leafs, and then won Game 7 on the road. Leafs have it in Game 3 there. We're up ahead 2-goal lead. And Brad Marchand ends up scoring the overtime winner.
Got over 400 people still in here. 447.
Oh.
We get it back in the series. Maurice and 𝐁𝐑𝐀𝐍𝐃𝐒 are standing on that
Man.
line. What a postseason and Stanley Cup Final for Brad Marchand. He's with Jackie.
Brad, congratulations. Listen, life changes quick. Nobody knows that better than you. You've talked so much this postseason about living in the moment. This is a pretty big one. How does it feel to be Brad Marchand living in it?
It's incredible. It's a feeling you can't really describe it. I'll see the family and everyone up there and everyone that supported me. I'll be good to this point. There's nothing. We can't put this into reality. How great it feels. It's such an incredible group. And everybody wrote us off. So proud. Say, hey, everybody beat us and everyone.
That's literally a fucking lie. But okay.
I did see a lot of people saying Tampa would beat them. I don't know about
Yeah,
everybody.
no, I did see that too, which I thought was wild because I didn't even think it was
Nobody
close.
said that they would lose to Toronto.
Yeah,
Oh, you'd be
Nobody
surprised.
said
that's true.
I think I had Toronto beating them.
that's
silly.
Yeah. I mean, I know. I should. Shame on me, right? But, like,
no, not you. I'm saying.
no, I'm saying shame on me. Like, fool me once about the Leafs. Fool me once and then fool me twice. Shame on me. Like, that's. That's such a dumb question to ask.
Yeah, why would you?
Right after dude just won the Stanley Cup.
What do you think?
Oh,
he's
is there
gonna
any
say?
chance you come back
Nah,
next season?
Yeah, I'm gone.
No, man. I'm gonna look at all my options and weigh them out. Like, such a stupid question.
Yeah.
As much as I like seeing the winning side, I wish we saw more of the Oilers.
Yeah. The thing is like you never see that aspect of it. You never see the losing team and like everything that goes into that. I mean, the HBO or not the HBO, the Amazon series like laid into it a little bit, but I mean, yeah, no, that is like a really interesting aspect to it that I wish we saw a little bit more of. Oh, got anything else, guys?
Makes me sick that this isn't the Flyers.
Yeah.
Not that I thought it was going to be the Flyers this year or something.
I get
but
it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Capital One's 5 cash plus card. It's a serious business card.
Yeah.
Unlimited interest and cash back on
Well,
everything they
Used to
buy.
be putting out a
They reinvested their cash
whole lot of
back to
content
help build their
in the off season. So if you want to stay up to date
to find your way.
with everything hockey, follow here. Follow me on TikTok. Yeah,
Yeah. Pretty much does it.
you're season 2 of Maher Media books.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. Yeah, that's our second season. Kind of wild to say that out loud. Doesn't really feel like it, but yes, season 2 is done. Obviously, like you said, plenty of stuff to come from us over the course of the summer.
Of course.
Stay tuned for the Summerfest video. That'll be coming out pretty soon.
Yeah, I got a big announcement coming too.
You got big announcement. Assuming everything still pulls together with that, that'll be
Huge.
that'll be massive. Yeah. Obviously, like we said, stay tuned for Puck Junkies premiering on June 23rd every Monday, and guess we'll send it off with finding out who the Conn Smythe winner is.
Yeah.
It's got to be Reinhardt. Going into it was Marchand, but after, I mean, you can't argue after that. That's
There's no way it's in there.
no.
It feels like we just did this.
Why do you think that is, Gary?
Let's congratulate the Oilers and the Panthers for a terrific rematch of the Stanley Cup Final.
I think anyone who is in the PHWA just doesn't watch hockey.
Why?
Listen to the Conn Smythe winner.
That this year it goes to the leading goal scorer, Sam Bennett.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a joke.
How was it not Reinhardt?
Sam
Not that
Bennett.
Bennett's a bad pick, but
Well,
Well, it's because of the whole playoffs.
I
Not
know.
just the
I
cup.
mean, I get that, but like, it's
that is true. He had like 11 goals.
you are right, but at the same time,
I like
like
it.
I
I
don't
don't
know,
hate
man.
it. I don't hate it.
I still think though that you have to. I get that it spans over the whole playoffs, but you do have to factor in like when those moments come. Reinhardt just had 4 goals in Game 6 to clinch the entire cup. Like I get that he helped them, get there with
It's
all his
MVP
goals.
of the playoffs, though, not
No,
just the cup.
I
I think 10
understand
of
that. But
Bennett's
what I'm saying
goals-
is, I think that there's a little bit
10
more.
10 of Bennett's
stock.
11 goals, I think, came in the third or something like that. That's some crazy stuff.
I mean, that's a clutch stat. If that's
Yeah.
true, then that's a clutch stat. I'm not gonna lie,
But yeah,
I
just
do think
figured
there's a
how
lot
good
more.
Reinhardt was.
Yeah, there's a lot more stock into like just scoring at the right times, which I think Reinhardt really is. But
Oh my God, TNT sucks at this.
The Stanley Cup.
what did you see Friedman on that before? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, 11 goals. Look, I'm not gonna sit here and say.
I
that-
don't dislike it.
I'm not gonna say anymore that that's like a joke, but that's.
It's not a joke.
No, it's not a joke. I mean, he had 11 goals. I get
I
it.
just figured maybe Reinhardt.
Yeah.
I think they have to actually vote on it before the third.
They might have
Or
to,
something
which
like
at that
that.
point is you're screwed.
Is the most iconic trophy in sports
Facts.
and the most difficult to win.
Facts.
That's true.
Only thing he ever says right.
I was gonna say rare Gary W. I'm not gonna lie.
To do it twice in a row is almost impossible.
It's not. It's happened. Like
Yeah, it's
16
happened
times, but
multiple times throughout the league's history.
You can't
Islanders.
win it twice in a row unless you have commitment,
I think they're the last team to win 4 in a row.
passion, a great fan base.
Who's
Well,
that?
no. Edmonton won. No, they didn't win 4 in a row. They won like 4 and 6 or something.
Yeah.
What? I know. It was like 4 and 6 years or something like that.
Yeah.
Matt Caldwell, Bill Zito,
Oh my God, Bill Zito not coming here.
Paul Maurice.
Could have had Billy Z.
Yeah.
Coulda had him.
Chuck.
And again, you fans have proven that
Way to go,
hockey
Homer.
works in the sunshine.
Attaboy.
Hockey works in the sunshine, huh?
How
Why is
about
Arizona
the
gone?
Buff? Let's do it again.
And the Panthers are going back to the elbow room.
That's quite the start to the lift there. But he's bench pressing the Stanley Cup. All right, who's the first handoff?
Gonna be 𝐁𝐑𝐀𝐍𝐃𝐒, man.
I'm thinking Bennett.
Marchand.
The cup handoff's kind of random though, because a lot of times it can be just like whoever's there.
Marchand.
I'm gonna go Bennett.
I'll give 𝐁𝐶H.
All right, Marchand, Bennett, 𝐁𝐶H.
Schmidt.
Yeah, see, it's fucking random. Like,
The first time, that's why.
okay, that's cool for him.
It's always some guy like that.
Yeah,
Guy never won, a vet, something like that.
I feel like I'd be a dickhead. I'd probably make him wait till the end, because at that point,
I
it's
think
like,
it's like a team gesture.
no, I get it. I get it. I think it would be cooler to have your moment after everybody else, because it's like you waited so long. Like, what's a few more minutes? You know what I mean? You get your moment like right at the end.
Nah.
You don't think so?
No.
You'd rather get it out of the way?
Yes. It's a respect thing.
I feel like if you wait though, you can take however long you want.
Imagine making
Jones.
Ray Bork wait.
Seth Jones.
Yeah.
There you go.
Ass.
Oh, Ray Bork, yeah. You're right. Seth Jones.
He lifts it like a sissy toe.
He licks it?
Lifts.
Oh, I thought you said
lift.
licks it.
When he was a youngster, his dad played
He don't even know what he's doing. He's like,
Popeye Jones as Joe Sakic.
never seen a guy look miserable to hold that Stanley Cup.
He really does look a little underwhelmed, doesn't he? Like he doesn't know what to do.
Maybe he's hurt.
He could. Oh yeah, I'm sure. Well, 𝐁𝐶H's hurt.
No sec. That's number 2 for him.
Yeah.
He's the first time. Did he not win with Vegas?
Who?
No sec?
I don't think so. No. I think by that point he was already out.
I think he might have been on Boston.
Yeah.
Let's welcome to the final. Wayne Gretzky. Well, as you watch the celebration, the excitement, you'll have the opportunity to do this on 4 occasions. Let's go through the
That I checked.
Personally, you're feeling like it. You always talk about how hard it is to win this trophy, and that's a fact. That's just not a rumor or a saying. But it just shows you how unique this hockey club is. That they've handed the trophy to every first-time player. I thought for sure Marchand would be the first guy to get it. But they went
Yeah.
completely opposite direction and made sure the guys who've never won it before got to lift the Stanley Cup first. And that just shows you the uniqueness of their team.
That's a cool one too. AJ Greer.
They're a well-oiled machine. I thought in March when they had a lot of injuries, and I had pretty good friends with Bill Guido, they weren't worried or concerned if they were going to finish first, second, or third. They just felt like, all right, we want our organization, we want our team to be ready physically and mentally heading into the first round. And they were. And they just got stronger as every series went along. They have goaltenders, their defense, the trade they made for Seth Jones was remarkable. He fit right in with
You hear
the
that?
block.
Seth Jones trade was remarkable for the Panthers.
Jones that can play 28 minutes a game and play at solid pace. And they play similar, so there's not a big change when they come off the ice. And then the continuity of the forward group, the 4 lines, they just kept turning them over. And they just kept going at Edmonton in waves. And Edmonton finally broke. They physically and mentally just played as well as you can ever play to be a Stanley Cup champion. And the big players are really good, but the role players, guys are important.
Sam Miscavige.
They were the difference in the series. They played exceptional hockey. It was terrific as a rookie during the regular season to watch the action in the Stanley Cup Final, getting a chance to win the Stanley Cup. I grew up playing against Sam Reinhart's father, Paul Reinhart, and I remember at 10 years old, my dad said that's the best 10-year-old in the country. I had a chance to talk to Paul yesterday. Obviously, he came in to watch the game from Vancouver. I just keep saying nothing things about his son. He only got 4 goals today, but
Oh, Bennett did 15? Oh, that's gross.
really good the entire series. He just was solid. But they had all the guys are like that. Barkov, Reinhardt, they just do their job and they go through it the right way and they play well. As I said on the show tonight, Paul Maurice, he was trying
15
to
goals, huh?
Connor, but he was keeping the right D against Connor. But he knew it had Lindell or he had Barkov or he had Bennett. And their lines all three could check. And the centermen are all tough and they're all good. And they made it hard on the Edmonton Oilers. Wayne, you mentioned the Reinhardt family and Sam with the 4 goals tonight. Which was you in the record books. You were the last player to score 7 goals. You won Stanley Cup.
They've already got the buds out.
1985 when you won the first your 2 Conn Smythe trophies. So full circle moment. When Sam Reinhart scoring 7 goals in this series. On my record this year.
Who?
For a second, I thought I was dyslexic, and that was.
Who's this? The Tampa UE
I
bud?
thought, yeah, I thought I was dyslexic for a second, and that was 𝐅𝐻𝐋𝐿𝐄. But okay, Cormier, sure.
This is a well-structured hockey club, top to bottom. In September, we did a charity fishing trip with my son-in-law and his boat.
Wow.
16 the guys showed up, the general manager, and the most polite, nicest young man. They were ready for the second year, ready for round 2, and they've proven everybody that they are the best team in hockey. Well, it's been great to be with you and the boys, Chris, on this journey here in the Stanley Cup Final. It's been awesome. You're a leader, and
What a final! What a series! What a playoff! Congrats to Bob.
The Rat.
Congrats to the Rat. Oh, dude, that's electric.
Someone threw a rat at him.
Really?
Yeah.
That's sick.
it's really a testament to the hockey club. And you guys said it many times. He was probably the most hated guy that they played against, and they took him in.
Wow.
And that's what we used to always say in hockey. The guys you hate the most, those are the guys you love
Man.
and you want on your team. I remember Phil Fleury.
He keeps getting hit.
But he's going to play on my team any day, and that's how Marchand plays.
Man.
Kenny was the same way. And Kenny was a playoff player, good game player, and that's how Marchand is. Kenny and him are a lot alike.
Kulikov.
The rest of the game, our post-game, it's been a tremendous couple of weeks with you. As always, great job, Chris.
Ah.
Thank you guys. You guys are wonderful. All right, we'll see you later.
Congrats to the Cats. Big series dub.
Yeah.
Back-to-back is not something I would have thought at the beginning of the season, honestly. I thought the Oilers could have made a run at it. Maybe even Vegas.
I dedicate again and humble and appreciate it for everything I went through. And I want to give that quick credit to the guy,
Yeah, I mean, great season.
Yeah. One of the best seasons in recent NHL history, I'd say.
We had a ton of fun covering it.
Yeah. I mean, between the Four Nations, the playoffs, I mean, the Cup Final rematch, the trade deadline.
Yeah.
It's a great deadline.
Right in the middle of the season.
Yeah. Yeah. Good season for the NHL. Great season for us too. This is the end of year 2, technically.
Yeah.
We're gonna have obviously the draft coverage coming up in a couple weeks. We're gonna do a live stream for that. Is it?
Next Friday.
It's like 11 days. Yeah, it's not bad. So it'll be a real short turnaround. I'm sure James is gonna pump out a bunch of shit on TikTok.
Oh, yeah.
Probably make a couple skits and make fun of Rangers fans, but we'll see. Yeah, we got the draft coming up in a little over a week now, and then free agency is going to be a wild whirlwind. So have to see what happens with that. Maybe Marner heads to the East Coast. I don't know, or the West Coast. Puck Junkies coming up, like we said, every Monday, and then Chris Maher show just premiered. Episode 1's out now. Make sure you go listen to that. Make sure you call in. And yeah, we'll be on your screens throughout the summer. So make sure you tune in. But got any closing thoughts, guys?
No, I mean, fun year. Had some changes and stuff, but we got a lot of stuff coming. And for the 8th time, I got a really big announcement. So, fucking beating a dead horse. So I'm trying to get this out, but a little bit more time. And yeah, it's been great. So thanks everybody. Yeah, it's been a great year.
Season 3 starts tomorrow.
Yep.
For Maher Media.
Exactly.
And follow the TikTok.
Yep.
Follow all 4 of them platforms down below.
Yes, all 4.
Check out both pods. CCMS, Puck Junkies. Go a little back and forth.
Yep.
But yeah, thanks everybody again, and talk to you guys all soon.
See you guys.
See you guys.
Keith on